Ew.
Ew.
Wee woo.
Ew.
Wee woo wee woo.
Oh my god. Hello there. I'm Nick. Welcome to my stream. And today we are going to be playing Alien Chariot of the Gods, which is an alien RPG game where a bunch of people are out in space where they will most definitely not die completely horrible and very violent deaths.
Yeah.
I will be your GM for the day, and with me are my amazing players who will be introducing their characters soon. But before we start, just want to say this is very different from the other kind of TTRPGs you've seen on my game so far. This one is, well, I want to say this one is a bit more violent, but then I remember I killed like a bunch of kids in Kids on Bikes, so
Oh yeah.
you know what? Scratch all of that. It is as violent and gory as all of the games that I run so far. Except this time, the system encourages these so-called gory and violent deaths. So, with that, are all of you ready to begin?
No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Let's
what?
get on with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So, you are space truckers on the Starfighter USCSS Montero, running the Gauntlet, the trade route between Anchor Point Station and the frontier. This is for your information. Suttus World is right over here, so this is where you are heading towards.
Wait, where?
Oh.
Yeah, the place that I'm pinging right now on the map.
Oh, okay.
Horus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Taurus.
Yep. And your ship's cargo hold is currently packed with dozens of tanks of dangerous tritium gas that is in the process of decaying into extremely profitable helium-3. Usually, cargoes such as these are towed in massive tanker modules that transport much higher concentrations of the gas a safe distance from a freight hauler. The Montero isn't rated as a commercial towing vehicle, however, and this small run that you're on is a special order for a Wayland Yutani corporate account on Suttus World, a newly established frontier colony. While the trip so far has been fairly routine, the Montero's sensors developed a glitch before you left Anchor Point and sporadically pinged contact with a sensor reflection before you activated the displacement drive and went to FTL. Your cargo run so far has been without incident. Now, you are just awakening from hypersleep, ready to deliver your goods to the colony of Sutter's World. And with that, let me bring you to your ship, which is this, the USCSS Montero. And now, oh my god, it's just a white screen on my... Okay, thank
It
god.
shows, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just me. Good. So this is your ship, and now we will cut to your cryo chamber, which is right over here, where I'm sure all of you have watched Alien, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen clips, yes.
Archie,
Clips?
you failed me. You get negative inspiration for the... Nah, I'm just kidding.
Ah, shit.
Consequences of your actions.
But yes, at the end of the corridor, this dark, damp, and silent corridor, the door slides open, and behind you see this small little chamber where a ring of 5 cryopods emanates out from the central console. And within each of these pods are 5 sleeping bodies, all of you. And before long, the lights come on. It's a very retro, like, Archie, just for your information, alien sci-fi is like very retro. Think of Blade Runner in terms of your aesthetics.
I saw people play the game. Is it accurate?
Yes, it is accurate.
Okay, then I understand.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, so you see all the cryopods begin to and open and hiss, and inside all of you are dressed in like your sleeping clothes, which is like this simple like white shirt and shorts, and eventually you all begin to stir. Your eyes open, and you have all been asleep in hyper sleep for months now, and when you wake up, all of you ache everywhere, and I would like all of you to make the first roll of the game, which is a stamina roll,
Jesus. Okay.
Stamina.
to see how much of the effects of hypersleep you all suffer.
Suffer.
Yes. All right, so our captain will suffer.
No.
Wait, Davis, you will not have any stress yet because you just woke up from hypersleep. Remove the stress point.
How do I do that?
Go to your character sheet. You should see the stress bar. Just untick it.
Stress bar. The stress levels?
Yes,
Yeah,
just
stress level.
untick everything from there.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My
and,
bad.
Yeah, and then re-roll it.
Okay.
And Buck, don't forget to roll yours as well.
Okay. Yo.
Ring. No
Me
modifier.
Yeah, no modifiers. Just a straight stamina roll. Okay, so everyone but Cham succeeds on your stamina check. So Cham, you are the roughneck of the group. You along with Rai, you're both hardy, used to this type of run. So you wake up, you are very tired, your muscle aches, but you're fine. But the rest of you, Miller, Davis, and Wilson, when the three of you wake up, you feel like shit. Like your throat is parched, you all have headaches, and you all just stumble around, and you are all currently, for the purpose of this, dehydrated from the long-term effects of hypersleep. But you don't really have to mark it in your character sheet. This is just nothing is gonna happen to you right now. After one shift, which is about like a couple of hours, you will no longer be dehydrated. So this is just mostly for flair, just to show you like how it works whenever you come out of hypersleep.
Okay.
And so, as you all wake up, you'll head to your respective lockers, which is built onto the outer wall of your cryo chamber. Take out the clothes, swap, dress, make small talk, and why don't we take this opportunity for you to talk a bit to introduce your character and what job you have aboard the Montero. Let us start with our captain, Bella.
So, I am Captain Miller. Captain Miller is about almost reaching her she's almost 50. Do I talk in first person or like,
Oh, that is completely up to you.
okay. So, she is tired, man. How many runs have she done in this Montero? And she can't wait to be done with this. So she woke up, stretched, and she's like, "Oh my god, fucking old." Oh shit. Can I swear?
It's fine. It's fine. This is not too late now. You already said it, so
I am sorry.
let me just alter my rating from PG to R. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot of death anyway. Right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
anyway.
Yeah.
So she's like, "How am I gonna run this?
Got a
How many
retirement plan.
times? How many times I'm gonna run this run?" And then she's thinking about it while wearing all her clothes and everything. It's like a normal day job again.
Indeed, such is life out in the frontier.
She looks haggard. A bit of although she gets some rest for a few months in the Cairo, but she doesn't feel rested because there's a lot of things in her mind that she couldn't let go. It's like almost like a midlife crisis kind of thing she's going through.
All right. And with that, let us move on to Tay. Why don't you introduce your character and your role aboard the ship?
My character's name is Davis. She is the pilot of USC SS Montero. Sorry, I spaced out. What?
Yep, you are in space.
What was I saying? Oh, my character's name. Yes, my character's name is Davis. She's the pilot, and she is waking up, and it all feels wrong. It all feels so wrong. Just like limbs feeling so heavy, throat is like parched, and just like it is so horrible. And she is like gaining consciousness, and she's like, "Oh God, this is not what I'm supposed to be feeling." And there's just that itch to get her stimulants, and it's just like, okay, well, okay, I gotta get one very soon. But she's also still very groggy, so she's just like, okay, okay.
All right. And now, why don't you, Buck, introduce your character and your role aboard the ship?
Okay, I'm Wilson. So I'm a what is that? Corporate liaison. Means I work for the company.
Yep, Wayland Yutani.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm about 43 years old. So ambitious. And I got definitely nothing to hide. Quote.
Yeah, nothing at all. Just a casual company agent.
Wow.
Nothing sketchy
Wow.
here. You know, most Wayland Yutani run an expedition will usually have a company agent there to oversee things. That is what Wilson do for you. Which means that y'all don't really like him that much. He's basically what's that word? Like in a company, whenever like something goes wrong, that person comes and investigate and just like kepo everyone. That's basically Wilson.
It's like an auditor, external auditor, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
External auditor / human resource as well, except they don't really care about you, but only care about themselves, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
That's quote.
Yep. And now, last but not least, Archie. So introduce your character and his
Hello.
role.
I am Archis. I play the character Ham. Yes, I am a cargo handler, so I move boxes and things. Maybe people. I don't know.
Okay, no, not
if
people.
are- right.
Oh dear.
So yeah, I'm very chill. You'll probably see him holding a cup of coffee. Because yeah, it ain't much, but it's a living. Yeah.
All right. And of course, the final member of your crew is Rai, who is also a roughneck like Cham, so the one who handled like the machinery and engines of the Montero. And so the five of you, after getting dressed and stretching, all of you head towards the galley over here and sit around your table and begin to eat, which is where Cham, you got your coffee. Your coffee is the only thing that's good on this ship. Everything else tastes like cardboard or stale or just
Yeah.
extreme. Like everything is just like tasteless here, except for the
That's why I
coffee.
like coffee.
Yep. So all of you get your drink and begin to sort of like, talk amongst yourself, talking about, I guess, not really much about the trip. You spend most of it asleep, but just talking about how you are glad that you are finally at Sutter's World. You can offload all of your, I got to stretch. Oh. Your
Damn, I
cargo.
heard
So,
that.
yep. Sorry about that. That was probably creepy when I just crack everything.
No, it's all good, bro.
But yes, all of you, like, this isn't the kind of work that anyone can do. Like, no matter how much time you spend, how much cargo you haul, the money you earn isn't really worth. I think it's basically a capitalist nightmare, your job, but you have no choice because you need the money, even though it's not sustainable. And as this is happening, you all begin to complete your food and head out into the bridge, except for Cham and Rai, who both head down towards the engine room to do your work. So in the bridge will be Miller, Davis, because Davis flies the ship, Miller handles the navigations, and Wilson is just standing there with his like clipboard or something. Because he doesn't really know how to fly the ship. And begin to watch. And so you all begin to send out your signal in order to hail Sutter's World. But even as you're out there on the bridge, especially for Davis, you will notice first as you look out of the front of the Montero, there is nothing. No stars, no planets, no Sutter's World. And Miller, as the captain, you know that something is very wrong here.
I try to make contact again via the system. I'm going to ping them
All right, so this will be a
So-
comtech roll.
Contact roll.
Yes, so roll comtech.
Contact. Oh yes, saw it. Okay, let's go.
Oh,
Well, sadly, with that roll, you send out a ping. You are unable to use. So, you basically you don't handle this yourself. You also ask Davis to help out with this, and you pull up the star chart, and you are unable to find out where you are. Like, this is unfamiliar space. For all
Right.
intents and purposes, you are all just in deep space between stars and uncharted regions.
I talked to Davis. It's like, Davis,
Yes.
are we, based on my star charts, it should be here. Where are we?
I have do I think I'm can I like try and look for coordinates for where we are
All right.
and try to
So,
convey it?
so you saw
Miller.
your captain trying to look at the star chart, couldn't find anything. You're like, I can do one better.
Oh, I'll try it.
Yeah, make a
I'll
contact.
try it.
Make a contact roll then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, double
Yeah.
success. All right.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So I'll just say that because of that role, you also know your job basically. So standard procedures when approaching a world is to send out hails in order to talk to the radio station there in order to arrange for a landing. So you are able to do both of this at the same time with help from Davis, with help from Miller, and you pull up the star chart and you are extremely far off from where Sutter's world is. Like, you are just out in the vast. You still cannot pinpoint where you are because it is uncharted space. And at the same time, as you send out your hail, you do not get anything back. Not even static or feedback, just silence.
Miller slammed down her coffee cup on the dash, and then she said this. Damn it. When will this be fixed? This Montero has been so old, and I don't have money enough to fix this thing. And now we're even losing thousands of dollars every day because we're in the off coordinate of this.
And with that, Wilson, how are you feeling at this moment? Well, while all this is unveiling before you.
I'm not sure what I'm thinking. I just stay silent.
Yeah, just watching from
Yeah.
the shadows. All right.
Yeah.
And for Cham, you're just doing your job, arranging. You're like wondering what's taking so long. You're just like
It is what it is.
yeah. Basically, you're just bantering with Ryan. Both of you arguably have the most thankless job on the ship. You also get paid the least out of everyone because you're the roughnecks. You're the
Yes.
the cargo haulers. You don't get paid much.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Yep, such is life out here.
It is what it is.
Yep.
It ain't
I mean, the
honest work.
the captain don't even get paid much also.
Yeah, honestly, it's really not that much. And now,
Capitalism.
It
yep,
ain't much, but it's honest work.
it's not even honest.
Oh,
It's
it's
on.
not
Are you
honest
sure
work.
it's honest?
It's exploitative. What are you talking about?
From my point of view.
Yeah. All right, and with that, as all of you are like wondering what is going on the dashboard before you, Miller, boom, a red light beep. That is Mother, the ship's AI, calling for you. When a red light flash, it means that whatever message that Mother wants to give the crew is only for the captain's eyes only. And so you are currently being summoned into Mother's sort of like her room, so to speak.
Okay, so I'll go in to the room
Yeah,
and
basically.
then I open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the very class. Any of you who watch Alien, you've seen it. You gotta insert the key card into the wall slot, beep beep
Mhm.
click, and then chink.
The key card is from my name tag, like those name tags. I
Yeah.
slotted it.
No, it's not even a name tag slot. This is like those huge card that have like a holder on it as well because of how big and thick it is.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, correct. Sorry, the AD.
Yeah, no, the
The
key
two,
card is
yes.
too. Yep, the key card is too advanced.
The jank.
Yep.
Most probably 256 MB only.
Yeah, honestly. And
my.
you step into Mother's room, which is just a wall full of consoles and beeping lights. And there's also another terminal in front of you, like almost a half semicircle. And you sit into it, and right in front of you, deep into the crevice of the wall, is another computer screen, which is where Mother will communicate to you via just like letters typed onto it. So you key in your access code, enter, and then Mother begins to communicate to you. And what she basically says, based on the codes that you are reading, is that she has picked up a distress call from an unknown ship, and you and your crew needs to investigate. Source of transmission unknown. So Mother is basically tasking all of you. This is what usually Mother is here to help, but in this type of fringe scenario where you pick up like mysterious transmission like that, Mother will give you sort of like tasks that you need to do, of which if you do not do is basically full forfeiture of your shares, meaning you get no money on this trip. So you have to do what Mother tells you, and what she's telling you to do is to triangulate the location of this transmission, find this ship, and investigate.
So I have the 3 triangulate coordinates.
Yeah, you have the transmission. You do not have the coordinates. Your job is to find it, to triangulate it down.
Okay.
And so, with that information, you leave Mother, retrieve your card, shut, and you basically call everyone back into the galley. So Cham and Rai, all of you are brought into the galley, and the 5 of you are there. And now, Miller, it's time for you to break the bad news to your crew.
Miller sits down. Everyone, just grab a seat. Something to tell you guys. So apparently, Mother discovered something. There is an unknown ship in this place. We have to triangulate this location, and it's somewhat in a distress call. Perhaps if we help them, we might get extra money and also to see what is going on.
Okay.
Is this a good idea?
I mean,
Do we have a
We have
choice?
to. We have to find this thing, right? We have to find
Yes.
this area.
Yep, we do. We need to.
Do we have a choice?
For now, we don't have a choice, since Montero, like the place where we need to go is very far from it's far off the coordinate. This is the nearest. Perhaps we should do this because it's a distress call.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
distress call.
Yeah.
Oh, might as well.
And also, just for a note for Wilson, this is when you get your message, the one that I sent you.
Yep, noted.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Beep beep.
All right. And it is
You've got mail.
yeah. I mean, I guess I don't really remember if they have a word. I think it's called a D-pad. I don't know if it beeps, but we'll say that as you notice, Wilson glanced down at his D-pad. All of you, your ship, the light begins to flare red, and you hear, and this is a collision sensor that is going haywire right now. Your ship is currently approaching something, and you are all on a collision course. So,
Miller,
I rushed to the bridge and I
Yeah,
immediately
Davis
tried
just-
to. Yes,
Davis
I
just
immediately rush to the bridge. I just don't talk at all. I just like immediately rush over. I just like run, and I'm clambering down onto the seat and trying to figure out how to get out of this.
All right, so as you dash your way from the galley back into the bridge, you can hear the klaxon and warning light flash red, and you can hear Mother's voice going across from the PDA, going, warning, collision imminent, warning, collision imminent. And you instantly pull yourself into the seat, Davis, and Miller, you are also back up at the front, and you look out and can see out in the vastness of space all the stars in the distance, and you notice one spot before you where it's just black, a small area without stars. That for a moment your brain didn't quite process what you are seeing. Then you realize that this black spot is getting closer and closer and closer, and you realize that there is a derelict ship right in front of you with no beacons or running lights. And you are heading straight for it. And it's at this point, Mother goes, brace for collision. Davis, what are you doing? You are the pilot.
Oh, brace! She just says brace.
Yep.
Brace for collision.
Yep. Unless you can avert this.
I can. I think I'm still gonna try.
Okay.
I think I'm still gonna try and maneuver us away.
All right. So this will be a piloting check, but with a modifier of -2.
Oh.
Damn.
Because you are very close. This will require finagling some Han Solo level piloting.
Okay. So I write in the modifiers -2,
Yes.
right?
And then
Yes.
just submit, and it should roll it properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
like just you yank onto your steering wheel, ship wheel, I forgot what they're called, the joystick or whatever. to try
Oh God, why is this not working? Ah!
And you sort of like bend backwards, and the blackness of the ship, this derelict ship before you, grow bigger and bigger until it encompasses the entire front of your windshield. I don't know if they're called windshield as well. This is a ship, not a car, but it just covers. And Miller, you just almost like instinctively brace, and Wilson, you sort of like lost your shit a bit. Maybe you pee your pants just a little bit, just a little.
And I yell, crew, brace yourself right now.
Yep, you yell it across the intercom cham, and Rai, both of you sort of like brace yourself against the pipes and machinery where you are in the engine room. And as you pull across, you hear a sharp as your ship and just rattle and jerk as you collide against the side of whatever this thing that you are colliding into, and spark begins to come out from the console. And in one side, a small fire bursts out, and Miller, you instantly grab onto the small little fire extinguisher that is like below your sort of like your command station, and you and put it out. And meanwhile, all around you, it continues to from the ship, and eventually the grinding stops, and you all begin to stabilize. But yeah, your ship begins to sparks come out from the console, and in the engine room there is a bit of smoke and fire, which Cham and Rai, both of you, managed to put out. Your ship, the Montero, is heavily damaged, but none of you are hurt.
Oh, thank God.
I asked Davis to check the overall status of the ship.
This would be Cham's job. Cham and Rai.
Okay, I'll intercom them.
All right.
Or something.
Yep.
Okay.
And so this will require a roll a heavy machinery check for me, Cham, as you are ordered to inspect the damage to the ship.
Heavy machinery. Ding. Wait a minute. Okay. Modifier 0, is it?
Yes. This will be a 0 mod.
Ding. That's
Okay.
One.
So with that, what you see is from what you and Rai are able to make out in the engine room, your FTL drive is destroyed, or like it's crippled. It doesn't work now. There is explosive decompression in some sections of the ship, but thankfully not any where there are people in it.
Explosive what? Sorry.
Explosive decompression. You know, out in space when there's a hull breach.
Yes.
Yeah, so that happened to a couple of places aboard the Montero, but not where there are human lives or like petrol tank that will explode. But yeah, your FTL drive is crippled, explosive decompression in a couple chambers, and just taking a look around, I'm guessing you're also gonna deliver like a ballpark of how long it takes to repair.
Yep.
It
I'm
will.
gonna
It takes
start
a.
doing the math.
No, it will take about 18 hours.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So how do you break this news to your captain?
Uh, so we've got a little bit of a problem. The FTL drive is crippled. Um, it'll take around 18 hours to fix. Added on with the explosive decompression in some places. Thankfully, there's none where we are or petrol tanks. So we're all safe for now. It'll take like 18 hours. I'll get on it right now.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, and then I'll just start bringing a hammer and toolbox to just start fixing shit.
And Rye help you. You hear she just goes, "Here we go," and pulls up like her straps and begin to help you repair. There is no such thing as overtime pay, Elliot Blackhall, in this world. You either get paid nickels or you get paid less nickels. That is, such is the fate of all minimum wage worker in the alien world.
I mean, if you don't fix it, we will die.
Yep. Yeah, basically
That's
that
the
is what.
motivation, right?
Yeah, it's like, what's more important to you, your life or your money? Your life, right? So you don't need to get paid.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not. I'm
Nightmare.
not. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I am the same situation as you guys, and I think I have more things that I need to save.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
more responsibilities.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so yes, what is your next move after narrowly avoiding a derelict ship from exploding your ship?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, I look out. What do I see? Darkness.
Yep. For now it is darkness because
Do
it
I
is.
have?
Yeah, you can turn on the floodlights of your ship.
Yeah, so I want to turn on something that I can like at least shed some light over to the thing that I slam into.
All right, so you order Davis to sort of like once the ship has stabilized and sort of like turn back, and then you kick on the
Scanner?
you take on the floodlights and the scanners, and as it lights up, you see illuminated before you something right out of the history books. You see emblazoned along the side of this derelict ship the name USCSS Cronus, which all of you, once you hear the name, know that it is a Wayland SEV M3 Heliades class spacecraft. It was launched in 2110, and it's been missing for almost 3/4 of a century, so about 75 to 80 years.
Bam.
And based on your sensors, the ship is currently the source of the distress call. That is the ping that you are getting right now. As you've been running the triangulation on your console, the distress call is definitely coming from this ship. The engines are dead, and inertia has carried this derelict along at her last achieved speed of 0.04 light speed. And basically it is just dead, and just the only reason the ship is moving right now is just from leftover inertia because vacuum, so
Yeah.
things don't stop. And literally there is no lights coming from the ship at all, and the only sign of life from this ship is the SOS signal that you are receiving.
Okay. Miller, literally, I just rub my face. Literally do a palm thing on my head and then pull it down to my face. And just, you can see that her face in like pure distress and surprise and horror. She looked at Davis and she's like, "Do you know what it means? This ship has been missing for almost 80 years and it's right in front of our eyes.
That's insane. It's been so long. How and it sent a distress call?
Yes, man, I don't know if anyone is still alive inside there, but can we signal them?
All right, you can try. Davis, you can make a contact roll as you attempt to ping the Cronus. Okay. With that one success. Oh, thank you, Elliot, for the follow. Hope you enjoy. You ping it, and you can tell from the feedback, the only thing coming from the ship is just the distress call. There is nothing else on. And it is that this it is at this moment the screen on your the command station where they Wilson Miller is at, it pings to life, and you see on it Mother informing all of you, or rather to the captain, that a salvage operation is mandated by company rules. These are your priorities. Recover scientific data and samples from the USCSS Cronus. Escort the salvage Cronus to Anchorhead or another Weyland-Yutani facility. Save crew members on the Cronus. And then as that plays out, various windows open onto the screen, and these are the floor plans of the USCSS Cronus, which you will all have a look at once wait, actually maybe I can send to all of you on Discord, just so that you all can have a look as to what the ship layout is like. Hopefully Discord will allow me to drop it without it being, scuffed as Discord always are. There you go. It should be uploading now, but yes, basically the Cronus has 4 decks. It is a fairly large ship. And did you all see the picture that I sent you on Roll20? Like that should pop. Okay, good.
The
Yep.
USCSS Cronus.
Yep. So that is basically what the ship looks like. And so with all of this information, Wilson, what is going through your head currently as all of this unfolds?
Is a company instruction, then we should go and invest. I think.
All right. Yeah, basically, just so you know, while Miller is the captain of the ship, while you are just a attaché onto the ship, technically you outrank everyone on the ship, Wilson, by virtue of you being placed here by Weyland-Yutani to oversee whatever project, this delivery of tritium gas.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is just something for you to keep in mind, that you can pull rank if you wish.
Miller turned around and said, "Do I even have a choice? I'm just a part of a corporate cog."
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, like, she looks at Wilson in so much, like, not hatred, but just disgust, because she felt like Wilson is just something. Please don't be offended. This like in character. It's like it's just Wilson is just a lapdog of this corporate thing.
All right.
So then Miller's just very pissed. You want to risk my crew members to go on this Kronos, which is missing for decades? Are you out of your mind?
This is the order. What else can we do? Or you don't want to be the captain anymore? Then I just take over you.
Cool.
Miller just stared at Wilson with like hatred, and she's like, "You know that this ship belongs to me. and I will find a way to actually buy this ship back.
Yep, but for now, you have to listen to me.
And she stared at Wilson a bit longer. And then she's like, Tom, oh my goodness, this is not in the radio, okay? This is
I mean, technically, all of you have like a
intercom.
yeah,
No?
yeah.
Okay.
Someone forgot
no,
to
it's
turn off their
okay.
radio.
Yeah, I forgot to
Are you
turn off my
speaking?
intercom, and now you're hearing all of
No,
this.
no, I
'cause
like
I'm-
I like the idea of Davis seeing this argument. Just one hand slowly goes to the com and flick
Oh,
it on.
I'm definitely
so
doing
that-
that.
so
like-
that
I'm just deliberately turning it on, just so you can hear.
perfect.
Then Wilson is like, no. Then Miller just said to Wilson, like, I better get some better compensation for this. This job is risky.
Just get this done and we can go home.
Then Miller just stared at Wilson for a few seconds and then she intercom to everyone in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Crew, meet us in the galley. We need a meeting now.
All right. So all of you gather into the galley, a very familiar meeting room for all of you now. So what's the plan?
Question: is there anything that needs repairing in the galley while the meeting is going on?
No. Sadly, all of the
No.
damage are on the more important parts of the ship and not the galley, which is currently arguably the least important thing.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I asked Chum,
Okay.
like, is there any place that is status report on the place where we usually go? Is it sealed? Is it safe?
And any important thingy that I should know, GM?
Yeah, I will say that for now you are able to sort of like seal off all of the room that has explosive decompression, and so it will. Your ship is currently in a stable state.
It's all a-okay for now.
Okay,
For
thank
now.
you. Thank you, Chum. So we just ran into when Mother asked us to seek out this so-called SOS signal, distress signal, and it turns out we don't even need to find her. It's basically Kronos, and he rammed into us. So we need to go in and rescue some survivors, apparently, right? I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Wait, let me
GM.
just put. You have to save the crew members of the Kronos, recover scientific data and samples from the ship, and escort the salvaged Kronos to either Anchorhead or another Weyland-Yutani facility.
So we basically need to haul it over.
Yes, that's
Does
one of the
Montero-
jobs. Yep.
Does Montero have that ability to hold it?
No, your
How
ship
big-
do not. So basically, I'll just say that as you sort of like brainstorm, the only way that you could possibly bring the Kronos with you is to jumpstart the Kronos engine and set it on autopilot to follow
Real.
along the Montero.
Okay, so I relay all these things to my crew members.
Okay.
Are there even survivors on the ship?
We don't know.
Well, to be sure, we need to go on into that ship. We need to get into the ship and look for survivors. They might be because this US CSS Kronos is quite sustainable inside, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's a big ship.
Yeah, and also you know that the basic handbook for pilots or people out in the frontier, out in the vastness of space, is that whenever there's an emergency, usually the stuff, basically, you know, the emergency plan.
Protocol?
Yeah, the emergency protocol is to put yourself, is to set the ship onto like automated pilot. Usually there will be usually this kind of ship, they will have a synthetic, so the synthetic will be asked to maintain the ship while the human crew goes into cryo sleep and wait for rescue.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
So that could very well be crew of the Chronos in the cryo chamber and probably an android around. That is basic protocol, but it's been 80 years. And while there have been cases of people surviving that long in cryo sleep, they are rare.
But either way, Mother insists that we go, and Wilson here needs us to go for us to get paid.
Yes.
And I just give like the biggest side eye, and I'm just grumbling.
Well, maybe we can, salvage certain things inside there.
Extra money, upgrades, yes.
Yes, we need to upgrade Montero. We need the money. Okay, we will. Yes, yes, Davis.
Not all of us are going, right? Because it's kind of risky for all of us to be going there just in case.
At that, Rai is gonna go, it's alright, I'll stay behind and get started on repairs. The four of you go have fun in a ghost ship. I don't want to be anywhere near that. This is for me to remove the NPC from the party.
All right.
Well, Miller says we're gonna plan, most probably going at this at 001 0100 tomorrow.
Alright, which is basically in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And for the purposes of this, as you're like sort of like getting ready, so Miller, you should be able to see in your journal something called gears on the Montero. You can
where is it? The PDF
it's in the handouts in Roll20.
Handouts in Roll20.
Yes.
Wait, let me see. Yes, got it.
So these are all of the gear aboard the ship, and it is basically your job to distribute it among the other crew.
Okay. All right.
And so all of you will have access to this as well, so you can look at it, and depending on what Miller gives you, you can write those info into your character sheet as well. And so now there are one thing for you to decide: how to get aboard the Cronus. There are basically two ways in this kind of situations. You either attach an umbilical extension into the airlock of the Cronus and go in that way, or you can attempt spacewalking. So it is basically, Miller, you will be the one to decide which of these two you will all be attempting.
Can I consult Davis personally?
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh dear, maybe you shouldn't ask Davis. I mean, what?
Because Miller is actually close to Davis.
Yes, we're close to each other.
Yeah, so I'll have a separate meeting. So while you guys get ready, I would distribute the thing and I'll talk to Davis about this.
All right.
So the remaining people, can you do your repairs? And Wilson, you just do your thing. Then she just walk off.
You on the repairs.
Yeah.
I walk with Miller, and then I just like turn around and I glare at Wilson again, and then I walk off.
What?
I'm like glaring at Wilson while I'm walking.
No respect, guy. Sad.
Looks like Wilson. Coffee's over there if you want to get some. Okay.
Don't drink too much. You're eating our cost, our whatever that is our ingredient that we paid for ourselves.
Yeah, honestly, you paid for it yourself, all of this stuff.
Looks at the coffee in my hand. I'm like, okay.
Damn.
Oh damn.
Everyone ration your food, okay? Then walk away.
Okay.
Davis.
Yes.
So, should we do the umbilical cord thing or space? Or I think umbilical cord it will be better in a way.
Just out of character, I just want to let you know, because we're buddies, I am an adrenaline junkie, and I probably will take the more risky option. Just for a little bit of just for a little bit of a hit, just a little bit of danger, you know.
Yeah. So Davis, the risk taker kind of thing.
Yes.
So I'm
yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
Davis, I know that you're gonna take that walk out there, but do you think that the rest of the crew can do it?
And
Well,
then
I don't.
you can see Davis's eyes just like at first when the spacewalking option was like mentioned by you, Davis's eyes was just like widened and she's just like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. But then you're like, oh, consider the other crew members, and Davis just like kind of cringes and just like,
You don't
maybe
think Wilson
not.
can make it, hey?
Wilson barely knows how to do anything. I mean,
Wilson, you
I mean, you
sneeze.
can always tie him up and then
Yeah.
you can drag him. I mean, if he
Me?
gets lost in space,
I'm not touching him.
Sad.
maybe we can ask like Cham to tie on him so they can walk together.
You're right, actually. I think that'd be a good idea. But wait, what was the other option?
Umbilical extension.
Mm.
The umbilical.
You know, the thing that extends out from a ship to connect it. I'm sure you've seen it in sci-fi before.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, kind of. I have an idea in my head, but I don't know if it's the right one. I think it is, maybe.
Oh, what's this idea?
Yeah.
No, is it just like piloting the ship so that it like connects?
Okay, so just for gameplay purposes, if you choose spacewalking, all of you will be making mobility rolls. If it is connecting the umbilical extension, it will be a heavy machinery roll.
I feel like I was gonna go with spacewalking anyway.
Mm. Okay.
So I from the suggestion of getting Cham to tie Wilson to himself, I'm like maybe spacewalking would be good.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Okay. So that would be a mobility. So with that plan, you Miller, you announce to everyone that you're gonna attempt spacewalking to get to the Cronus. I'm guessing you probably don't want to risk attaching yourself to a ghost ship, unsure of what state the ship's in, if it's like unstable. Yeah, things can go wrong. So that is basically the plan that you have. And so the four of you that plan to go on board, so all four of you will be putting on the IRC Mark 50 compression suit. So this will basically give you all an air supply of 5. So just put 5 into your air supply in your resource section, which I think is the bottom left corner, if I remember correctly.
Gear?
Yes,
Is it
5.
gear?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah, the
Consumables,
resource.
consumables.
Isn't it
Oh, the air.
Yes.
Air.
Consumables.
Okay. Got
It's
it.
Yep.
consumables, right?
IRC Mark
Yeah.
50, right?
Five,
Yes.
right? 5?
Yeah, Mark
5.
50. Yeah, 5 air supply. So I will
Okay.
basically at different points I will ask all of you to make air supply rolls. So just click air supply and you roll. And if you get a 1, which is the face hugger symbol, you minus a number of air supply equal to how many face hugger you roll.
Okay.
Yes. And so you put on the suit. And so Miller, you can now distribute the equipment.
Yeah. I want to ask what is service pistol, okay?
Yes.
Power loader, what is that?
Did you watch the second Alien movie?
Uh-huh.
You know the thing that Ripley wore to fight the alien queen? That that yellow robot thingy exosuit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a power. That one you cannot bring it out of the ship. That one is what you use to cart your cargo onto and out of the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have this, but this is probably not something you can bring out onto a spacewalk. Yeah, and so just so you know, as the captain, the M4A3 service pistol basically belongs to you. And that is like your personal weapon. And then everything else is like free for you to give to everyone.
The one reload, how many shots do I get?
Okay, so how it works is that for all intents and purposes in Alien RPG, you do not run out of ammo unless while you're rolling to attack, to make a ranged combat attack with that weapon, you roll space hugger on your stress dice, which means
Okay.
you panic, you pull the trigger until you run out of ammo. That is the only way you run out of ammo.
Okay.
So with one reload, that means you have your pistol right now that is loaded. You roll one, you finish, you can reload once. So you basically have 2 mags.
Okay. I want to know harpoon grappling gun. It's should be a range combat.
Yeah,
No,
this will also be
heavy-
range. Yeah, all guns is range combat. Unless that particular weapon say you can use close combat to roll for it.
Mhm.
But so, just so because the grappling gun, it doesn't have reload, that means this only have 1 shot.
One shot? Oh
Yes.
god.
Make it count.
Can I ask who has range?
Um.
I mean, just, within out of character, you all are not expecting danger here. Remember, aliens, as far as you know, the xenomorphs, you all do not
Yes.
know that they exist. As far as you know, it is just humans.
It's a myth.
I'm just afraid of zombies, that's all.
Okay, zombies do not exist as well.
No, as in like Miller, she read too much zombie things, so
Okay, that's understandable.
yeah. Cause you're so free in space, and then you read all sorts of horror shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch Walking
You
Dead,
brought
right?
you brought along some
Yeah.
books. Brought
Yeah.
along some literature.
All right.
Yeah.
So the M240 incinerator unit is basically a flamethrower.
I don't know what to give to.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Don't give him anything. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can give
My
it the
bad.
Watasumi bolt gun.
That a bolt gun is. Okay lah, bolt gun lah. Give you bolt gun also. Don't shoot me. If you want to leave, don't shoot me.
Wouldn't-
Oh my.
Okay, so all of you feel free to put all of this equipment into your inventory, and also if they're weapons, you can put it into the middle bottom part, and then you should be able to look up in the cinematic starter kit that I sent you the stats for these weapons, like how much damage they do, how much modifier they give you a roll, and that kind of stuff, and their range.
I didn't give Davis anything, right?
You
To
gave
shoot.
you gave Davis the
Yeah.
motion tracker
Yeah.
incinerator
It's
unit.
okay, I'm good with this. Huh? Oh, flamethrower? Me? I don't think it's a good idea to give me a weapon. But maybe. No.
But
It's okay, y'all have weapons.
you sure?
Yeah. I need to focus on this motion tracker. Later I panic and then I drop a gun and then it's like, oh no. I drop the motion tracker, I'm like, oh no. And then I'm trying to get the gun and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, there's a sling for the incinerator
I-
unit.
I throw the gun. I handed the gun to the Watasumi gun to Wilson and said, "Better make it useful."
To me.
Does he
Yeah,
know how to
yeah.
use a gun?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
And just so you know, the Watasumi bolt gun is a different type. You see it, instead of saying reload, it says 4 shots. So this Watasumi bolt gun is basically, think of it as like a musket. You put in 1 bolt, you fire, you have to reload, fire, reload, fire. Like
Awesome.
it's armor piercing, but it's like 1 shot.
No.
Yeah, so many books.
Can you even aim?
Wow.
Do you even aim, bro?
I got 1.
360 no scope.
Yeah, no scope. Don't know what I should.
Don't know.
All right. With
Do you prefer the incinerator then?
No, I think I'm not that muscular, I think.
Okay, so you want your Watasumi bolt gun, huh? Is it
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Any more things I missed out here?
basically, I think it's just the incinerator unit that you did not hand out.
I gave it to Cham.
Damn.
Oh, incinerator. You
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, that
You
makes
got
sense.
the brawn.
Okay.
You got the
Okay.
brawn to be holding the weapon.
Okay.
What is the?
I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
And just so you know, Miller, you are taking the service pistol with you, right?
Yes. I don't. Oh yeah, I didn't put. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just so you
put-
know, for the stats of weapons, they start from page 82 of the cinematic starter kit.
Page 82.
Fine.
Yeah,
I
onwards.
Control F, and then it gave me everything I needed.
Lol. Okay, fair enough. But yes, with all of your
That is not a weapon, right?
yes, yeah, just go to page 8. Just you can do it in your own time. I don't foresee you going guns a blazing from the start. So,
Okay.
but yes, with armed with whatever equipment that you have and suited up into your spacesuit, all of you head towards the airlock of your ship. And basically, Rai will be on the other side, set everything up, decompress the room, and all of you begin to float a bit. You, Miller, you hit the button at the side of the wall. Yep, basically, yeah, those very old school.
Yes, I love that.
Yep. And then with your single spotlight from your helmet out, the four of you push your way out into space and begin to drift your way towards. And just so you know, before you all launch out, you all basically take a look around the USC Kronos to look for a particular spot, and you spotted one of your airlocks that leads into there's basically the main airlock that leads into the deck A. And so that is where Davis will align the ship to, where your airlock will be facing. You will come out and you kick yourself forward and head towards that airlock. And I need all of you that is flying out to make a mobility roll.
Oh no.
If there is a number in front, right, do I put the modifier?
What do you mean number in front?
Oh no, I think you just do it. It's automatically counted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I just put 0 in the modifier.
Yes.
Yes, for now.
I'm
Oh no.
telling you, my rolls.
Okay. But
Our
thankfully,
roll.
Yeah, I only see like kosong.
yep. But Davis, though, the adrenaline junkie doing,
I'm just like
yeah, basically,
swimming. I'm swimming in space.
Yep.
I'm having the time of my life.
Yep.
After being in that that cryo chamber, I was just like, time to stretch my legs.
Yeah, but thankfully, this is currently a low risk maneuver. So even though you rolled nothing, no successes on your dice, the punishment is not that severe. You do not die or drift off into space and float forever like Pierce Brosnan, I think Robin Williams in Gravity, you know, in the
my
beginning
God.
where he just flew
remember
out.
that.
Yeah, a rough way to go. That does not happen to you here. I would say that for these roles, basically, all of you, you rarely do spacewalks. You are a cargo, you're a freighter, you're a commercial freighter. You don't really go spacewalk that. And if you do, it's just to repair your ship on the outside. You rarely go spacewalking. And so you yeah, and you misjudge your distance. So a couple of you just slam onto the airlock of the Kronos and jar your skull a bit, except for
Oof.
Davis. Yep.
Damn
Kinda
you,
fun,
Davis.
guys.
You got your. It's like you got your wish now. You can fly, and we're just bouncing everywhere.
I'm just like swimming. I'm like
Yeah, yeah.
literally like swimming in space. I'm like, this
You're
is
like
fun.
you're like a synchronized swimmer right now, and the rest of us flop like penguins. No, flop like whatever that it is. I don't know.
Alright.
Just slam the face right into the side of the
Yep.
ship. Yep.
And
I literally saw that, champ.
and I'll just say that for Wilson, again, you are a pencil pusher, basically. Rarely go out. I'll just say while inside your suit, you're just like cold sweat. Just like,
Very good.
yep.
I intercom Davis and like just private intercom. Is like I don't even know why he's here following us, but
Someone
anyway.
Yeah, you're looking after your assets.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, you arrive. Now, so this main airlock that you're at is located on the dorsal side of the Cronus. And you can see as you arrive, this outer airlock door seems to be damaged and buckled from the inside.
Oh.
As if something inside slammed into it and caused it to out a bit. And yeah, you look at it, you go onto the manual override at the side, you pull it, it doesn't open. And so just I would say Cham as sort of like the head machinery, the engineering expert. You go forward and you look at it, and you realize that the only way to the way to open this outer airlock door is that you need to use a cutting torch and make a heavy machinery roll.
Right. Give me some
Yeah.
space. I will do my thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will use the cutting torch. I will make the machinery roll. I will roll nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll just say that instead of you failing,
It just takes time.
yes, it takes time. So I would like all of you to make an air supply roll.
Oh,
Oh.
Hold on, where is my character sheet? It disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I see
air
some.
supply.
Okay.
Face
So
hugger.
Wait. I haven't.
oh
no.
Oh dear.
wait, you know this this is actually in character. So Miller, you are
Yeah.
calm. Cam, you are trying to wrestle this door open, and so you exert yourself a bit. So you lose one air supply. Wilson, you are just over there clutching onto the side of the airlock, just looking around out, realizing that if you just but to let go, you will just drift and never stop and eventually suffocate in the cold.
And you pee a little.
Yeah, again. And so you're like you hyperventilate a bit. And Davis, you did a lot of like parkour swirling moves a bit and sort of like
Yep.
exert yourself a bit, and you -2 air supply.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh.
oh man, I was doing this frog swimming stuff.
Yeah, you
My bad.
you didn't really move because no inertia in back
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, David's had too much fun.
Yep. But yes. But eventually, Cham with the cutting torch. Roll power supply for the cutting torch as well.
Oh no.
You mean attack? Oh wait,
Yeah,
power.
just roll power for the cutting.
One.
Okay, so you use a 1 power from the cutting torch as you, and eventually you realize on the other side, the airlock, the junction is already decompressed. So when you open it, the four of you don't get stuck in to the space.
Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, you open it and you go inside, and Cham, you basically wrestle it back shut.
Yeah.
And you see where you are right now inside here is wait, let me just bring you to the
map.
Yep. There you go. This is the Cronus
baby.
deck one. So you are all currently in Junction A1. Feel free to drag your token into this room over here to mark where you are.
Section A1.
Yes.
There's a lot of things on my screen. Those handouts. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There I am.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yep. Okay. Technically,
Where?
you are all not that big, but
Oh, it's okay.
I'll say your token is about maybe like half a size smaller, based on what your current size is.
oh, how I draw a token again?
Just
Who
click
is-
drag on your
Drag and
name
drop.
and put it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can take your name is at the gear there. The third picture in
The newspaper icon.
Ah,
the newspaper icon.
Then
The
drag and
It's
journal.
drop.
it's where you get your character sheet and then
Yay.
just pull the there you go.
wait,
Why do you look like Leonardo DiCaprio with beard?
Oh,
Wait, there's 2 Wilson. Let me delete one.
Okay. There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So that is
Yay.
basically where you all emerge.
Mm.
And I'll say you are.
Status.
Yeah, basically you pull you pull the door shut, and then you are able to decompress the main airlock, and you all stand inside this. So inside this space, you can see there is a ladder. Yeah, you see a ladder in the middle that goes down, probably based on the floor plans that you all studied, leads down to decks B and C. But the thing that you all notice while being inside here is that covered along the inside of this outer airlock door that you all just entered from, that Cham just pulled shut, where it is like buckled out, you can see that there are scuff and scratch marks all over it.
Ooh, someone definitely wanted to get out.
Yep. And And you look around, and I'll just say that this is something that you all will do naturally. Miller, you sort of like take in an environmental reading with your D-pad, and you find that the air here is stiflingly stale and that the temperature is below freezing. So it is good that you are all wearing the suit right now, because otherwise it won't be long before you suffocate. But before you suffocate, you will probably freeze to death first. But yeah, wait, let me see. Wait, there is something about deep freeze here. Okay. Oh yeah, basically say if you take off your suit, you will suffer deep freeze. So don't do that. And
a little giggle.
Yep.
You'll die.
And currently, it is extremely dark, and there's only like a little bit of weak emergency lights that is like just a bit here that cast the entire space in like this very soft red glow. And while inside this the main airlock junction A1, you can see that there is a door towards the north of you and another one to the south of you. So you are all now aboard the USCSS Montero. What do you do?
Can I on my headlight again?
I'll say that it is on from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. So to the north, it's a door, and the south there will be a door, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 2 doors.
We have the map, so we kind of know what is it, right?
Yes.
In a way,
So
vaguely.
basically, you have what you see right now is basically you know the entire layout of this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're currently
me
on deck
see.
A, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Status report on everyone. How are you guys feeling? Because I assume that I don't know what's going on with your suit and everything.
I'm alright.
I need to.
I just a bit low on air, but not that low. I'm still doing alright.
I'm
Okay.
looking over at Wilson and I'm like, I don't think he's doing very good.
I need to change my pen.
Maybe not now, Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, if you take out your suit right now, you're gonna freeze to death. So you have to live with your pee for once.
Yeah, and
For
then
now.
like, well, if you die, we don't really get paid that much. Like,
Yeah, you can't die.
will we
'Cause
get
you-
paid more insurance? Do you buy insurance?
There is no such thing as insurance.
Oh, okay.
We can't afford insurance, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, insurance for the rich, and we're not rich.
Yep.
Yet.
So, yeah. Cool. Right now, the north is what? The one with the MU and THNUR, was that?
Oh, that is Mother 2000. The room that you were this Mother 2000. This
Mother
is
2000.
the exact same room that you were in, but sort of like for this ship.
Should we go there and see what other data logs is
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Maybe there's a signal coming
Yeah.
from there.
Do we want to split up or are we all just sticking together?
Sticking together, please.
Yes.
Stick with
I
me.
I think I've seen one of the like movies or stories that Captain Miller has shared, and oftentimes people split up and they die. So
Okay, and just because you say that, I would like all of you to take one stress point as a little bit of a little bit of
What? That's
fear.
why I said don't split up, right?
Yeah, but you've put it in the mind. As far as you all know,
my
this was
God.
just a simple exploration and rescue mission. But you
Why'd
put
you put that idea in
Yeah,
my
you-
head? No.
yeah,
Too
you
much.
put that idea in everyone's head, and now you all get one stress point.
Ah,
No, just like that.
Yep, things things can only get spicier from here on out.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
guess I
will-
will need to pay more attention to what I
Yeah.
said.
Miller
I
just
did
Oh
not
my
think that was how
God.
you would get the stress point.
Yeah, among
Miller
other
just-
ways.
Miller just look
I
at
suggest that it would be fine.
correct. Just
Oh
look
my
at Cham and
God.
like
I
the
just pressed
captain
on
asked you to shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, Cham. You have nothing good to say. Shut up.
Well,
You look at Wilson now, he's quivering, and then now you're saying all this kind of shit.
Yeah, Wilson sort of like
at least they
occasionally
were
wipes at himself.
entertaining.
to make me
What?
pass through, man.
Yep.
What? I can't wait, too many people talking.
At least the stories were entertaining.
No, this is in character. I'm doing in character.
Yes.
All right. And with that, Miller, you head to this door. You and opens out into a dark hallway with
Ooh.
like just a bit of light.
Wait,
And-
before I go,
Mhm.
before we go, Davis, can you use your motion tracker?
Oh yeah.
Actually, what is
Oh,
it
it does.
for?
It basically senses like movement around. You know.
Okay. Yes, please.
All right. And it does the usual in the. I mean, Tay, you watch Aliens already, so you know how it
Yes.
works. So like.
Yes, I'm gonna use it in front and like to scan the door, and I'm just gonna say I think I'm gonna just stay outside and also like watch these hallways.
Oh, I think just so you know, this one is not the one from the first
Oh.
movie. It's the one from the second movie. So the
Second
more,
movie, which one was that?
yeah, the one that the Marines use. Yeah, the one with the. We watched this just 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember what it looks like.
I mean, you can just look at it. Just type aliens motion tracker. It's probably the first picture you'll find there. But yeah, it does the. As
Yeah,
you
it has
hold
that
it up.
sound.
Yeah, and
Correct.
Well, yeah, that's what I had in mind. Yeah.
okay, good.
It's like the 4 out 4 kind of
Yeah.
reference. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
you hold it instead of strapping it on your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. What?
Sure. I'll.
Yeah.
Latest
Why?
report, Davis. What do you see? Is anything out there?
Okay, I'm gonna look at the motion tracker.
Okay,
Do
so-
I see anything?
Roll power supply for the motion tracker. We'll
Uh,
say that this
wait,
is
how do I
like.
do that?
Click on power supply.
Okay. The power supply for the
Motion tracker.
is 5.
Yes.
Razao.
Okay, so you deduct 1 power supply from the motion as you step out and you begin
Okay.
to and sort of scan and you see no movement.
Okay, all clear.
Yep, all clear.
Okay,
All right.
we're gonna go in.
All right. So you all go and you are now right at the front of the door. And as you like sort of look, you realize that even though you are a captain, you are not the captain of this ship.
Mhm.
And so you will not be able to access this. And so the only way to get into it right now is if you know, like, these are standard procedures as an officer, you would know. In order to get into the mother's mainframe without your key card, you need to either input the correct command sequence or if you have an emergency access key.
Mhm.
And just so you know, Wilson, you do have this. As a company agent, you have an emergency access key that allows you to access the mother database of all ships that has a mother AI.
Nice.
Wilson,
but
do your thing.
The others will not know this.
But
Oh.
he is the.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
you don't know.
It's
Yeah,
Wilson's,
yeah.
It's Wilson's choice.
yeah. So
Yes,
Miller is just
Use it. Yeah.
Miller is
You want
just
me to use
trying.
it?
Oh, you're using it. Oh, what do you have?
Oh no! Wait!
Oh.
Sorry, I mixed up. Wilson, you will not have the command sequence. You have the emergency access key, and yeah, the rest of you will know this because this is again standard procedure. Sorry.
Because he works for the company. He should have.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Wilson, do you use your access key to unlock Mother's mainframe?
Yeah, let's use it.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So you go. You insert the emergency card. Press the button that's like. And you step in, and you see this spotlessly clean room with blinking data server and a single terminal. At the front of which you will notice that only the highest ranking member of a crew can use to interface directly. So technically, for the purposes of this, Wilson and Miller, you are both the same rank. So it's up to you to decide who goes. Oh, I see Miller walks right up to it.
Yes, Miller's walking right up to it.
All right. So now, as you know, Mother is the central AI, the brain of a ship. So she handles all of the automated work aboard a ship. And also, she is the repository of all the data about. Basically, she's a living black box, so to speak, of any ships. So, right here, Miller, you can basically ask Mother any questions, and then Mother will answer.
Wow, it's like a genie right now.
Basically.
How many questions do I have? I mean, how many?
I mean, as far as you know, you can just input as much as you want, but currently, remember, the ship's power is off, so it is limited.
Okay. Wow. Okay. When was the last coordinate that the ship before it went down, like off, like something happened? When was the last log?
All right. Wait, give me a moment. I have this information somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay. All right. So you key in the information, and you see on the you want their last coordinates, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the terminal, it shows 26 Draconis system, and then it zooms in on 26 Draconis system and focus on a small planetoid that is labeled LV1113. And you see this little solar system, it is a trinary star system. And the planetoid that it centers on, I mean, it doesn't really show you the thing, it just gives the information. 26 Draconis system, LV1113, small planetoid hidden in planetary debris belt, shared by the suns of a trinary star system, which is what the 26 Draconis system is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that is where they are.
Do I know anything about this star system?
The 26 Draconis system is recorded in your star chart, but nothing has been explored of it.
So no one actually knows where is this, because what okay, out of role play and everything is, do I know what this so-called ship's chronos or purpose? Do I know?
You can ask Mother about this if you wish.
I thought we have the history book where, you know, this
Oh,
thing is because it's so famously lost.
okay.
So every pilot would know.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
So obviously, you know, Wayland Yutani, these kind of things is kind of very secretive. But you do know that the USCSS Kronos was sent out onto a scientific research mission, but you do not know anything about what that mission is.
hence the getting the samples and everything lah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Who logged the SOS signal?
Who logged the SOS signal? You put it up, look for the information, and it shows the crew member name Ava 6. And
Ava.
with that name, you know that this is the ship's synthetic. Probably what you thought about your classic emergency protocol playbook is right. The synthetic was set to man the ship to keep it running and send out periodic, sort of sound like an automated SOS signal, while the human crew members are presumably asleep in the cryo chambers.
Okay. So the third question is, how many active cryo chambers do we have right now?
You check, and it shows 5.
5 cryo that is alive. That is active lah.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I will say within that manifest, it will also say that the number of crew that Kronos have is about 36. But 5 cryo, basically it says 5 out of 36 cryo chamber active.
Okay.
So gather 5 survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask something also?
Well, you will be telling Miller this, that she has control of the terminal.
Okay. Ask the ship what is the damage of the current.
What's the status? Damage status?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll type in.
All right, so you type in. What it says is first, science module missing. Okay, so did any of you watch Prometheus?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that thing that gets launched out from the ship, like this circular disc-like structure? Yeah, those are modules.
So
An example.
what was it?
Yeah, so it says the science module. Oh, no, a better example would be in Alien Covenant. You know that thing that detaches from the ship that lands for them? It's like a lab, but it's quite big. It's basically a floating temporary building that you can just send onto the planet. The thing that
Like a base camp.
yeah. So that is a module. So the science module is missing. So you get that is sort of like the portable lab that they have. It is gone. No damage to the ship. Power down. Air scrubbers. It says that no damage to the air scrubbers, but carbon filters need repairs. And yeah, basically, yeah, that's about it. The power's down. The carbon filters in the air scrubber is damaged, and the science module is missing.
How much air do we have inside this place? Do we have air? Do we have any pockets of air?
There is stale air. You gather that probably you have like a couple of hours of air for like four of you before you all start like suffocating.
Okay.
But
so
again, yeah, you can theoretically take off your suit and breathe normally, but the thing is, it's super cold.
Yeah, it's deep freeze.
Yep.
We gonna freeze.
Okay. So we have 5 survivors. Hey. Science module missing. I asked Wilson. Like usually in this ship, usually it's this model, only one science module.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. There can be multiple modules, but as far as you can tell, aboard the ship there are 2 modules. One is the science module, and one is the captain's module. I think it's called the captain's module. Wait, let me look at my notes. Where is it?
Where is it?
The corporate suite. The corporate suite. That is also the second module.
Oh, so 2 module.
Yes.
I answer that.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
All right. So,
What do I want?
yep.
Escort the save crew members. Okay. I go out. I think any more questions, Mila? Do you want to ask? No, Wilson. Sorry.
No. It's
No?
okay.
Okay. We walked out and then discussed this with the crew. Telling them that all this information.
Oh, sorry. You asked about damage, right? There are about a couple. Like I mentioned, the air scrubbers is down, the engines is off, the comm array is also damaged.
But then I mean engine is there, but fuel.
It doesn't use fuel. It uses it uses the FTL engine. So if the engine
the
is
FTL
on, yeah, if the
engine
engine
is
is on,
intact?
yeah, the engine is intact, but it's offline.
Okay, so we need engine.
So you relay all of this information to the crew. So what is your plan now as you stand there in the dark corridor?
So right now,
Confirm
since
prior.
because since now we need to recover the scientific data and samples, right?
Yes.
But we do not know where because there's a missing module. Science module is missing, so we need to activate the cryo and kind of wake them up and ask them.
All right. So you know that the cryo is just south of the deck you're on right now. So if you scroll down, you should see there are 3 cryo chambers.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
So you all begin to just so you know, you see like all these white lines over here, right?
Yes.
These are the airlocks.
Oh
You know the vents. The one with the sphincter
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. So
What?
that.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's basically, you know, the vents.
Oh,
Wanna
vents.
crawl in
Okay.
them, you can.
Yeah, and all of these white triangle diamond is when it connects to like a different level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when it go up.
Yep.
down.
And all
Up
of
and down.
Yep, and all of it has the sphincter. Oh, I love making that sound. It's so cool.
What? Shrinkter?
A sphincter. It looks like a sphincter.
What
A sphin-
what does it do?
Do not make me say anus.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
you know the sphincter
But you
from
said it
the,
anyway.
you know the remember the nautiloid when you click it, it like opens
yeah,
and
yeah,
closes
yeah,
like
yeah.
like it's
Okay, okay,
squeezing.
okay.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's metal.
It's basically a door-like thing that opens and closes, but it's in like a camera shutter kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Oh, that's a more PG way of saying it.
Yep. I was trying to because you were like, "What's a sphincter?" I'm like, "Do I have to say anus on stream?"
Well, you did say it. You said it
Yeah.
twice now.
Yep.
Too
I
late.
had no choice.
I mean, camera shutter. Hello,
Yeah. True. All right.
you and your dirty mind. Okay.
Oh dear.
All right, so you all begin to make your way down. Well, I guess forward because this is not technically a vertical ship. You go through like the door, like you go next to it, hit. Yeah, you all can just slowly make your way down. You can all like get up to like here into this main hallway here.
Okay.
Without much issue as you begin to creep your way, hit and walk by.
Wait.
And yes.
Can the shaft be like? Is it man size? Like, can we fit in?
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all can fit into these shafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you all can
Okay.
see like there's also like these modules over here that you can crawl basically for
Crawl into?
engineers to crawl into in order to like access the air scrubber
Ah.
shafts over here.
Oh, and like access the wiring, that kind of thing.
Yes. The carbon filters
Okay.
Ah.
Carbon filters is the one that is. So if you
damaged.
let's say if we fix the carbon filters, what will happen?
Okay, so basically the air scrubber, once it's active, it will begin to like, you know, clean the air and generate. But the carbon filter is what filters out the carbon dioxide and the dirty stuff from the air. So if the carbon filter is not active, but the air scrubber is, it will not be producing oxygen.
Doesn't work.
Yep. So the carbon
So-
filter is what makes the air into clean oxygen for you to breathe.
I consult Cham.
Yes.
Do we want to fix it?
Do we have to?
Yeah,
will-
do we have to?
I mean, one of your tasks is to escort the salvage Cronus to Anchorhead, and your ship can only accommodate 5 people, and you have another 5 here aboard the ship.
So that we need to
Yeah,
do that.
then we
And-
have to fix this ship so
Yeah.
that they can, right?
Then we
Yeah.
need to fix the ship first before we can activate the cryo.
It's okay. I will get on it right now. What do I need?
All right. As you say
my-
that,
Oh.
What?
as light begins to flood the rest of the ship,
Oh.
as
Oh,
the
why?
power somehow turns on,
Oh.
and the temperature begins to increase, and you can see a bit of a mist starts to hover at like your ankle level as this deep freeze air starts to like warm a bit and create like the mist, and it begins to coil.
Do I
power
know
on.
why is this happening as
And-
the pilot?
Yeah.
I mean, as the captain of the ship.
You gather it is probably Mother detecting your presence aboard the ship. And finally, like, usually, like, you know, once you access Mother's mainframe, the ship would probably come on, but you gather because it's been out here for so long that there's a bit of a lag. And now, usually, by this point, the moment you set foot onto the ship, Mother would have turned the power back on. That is, like, the typical protocol. But probably, like, not well maintained the ship because it's been out here for 80 years. So it sort of like lagged behind, and so it is only now that it started to activate, which clues you in that Ava 6, the synthetic, should have been maintaining the ship. If the ship is in this state, something probably happened to Ava 6.
Oh, Ava is the android, right?
Yeah,
Is
that
it?
that should have been maintaining the ship.
Okay.
But with the ships, because again, you realize like this, it probably means that Ava 6 have not been doing her job. You don't know why.
Someone's gonna get fired.
I mean, it's a synthetic; they cannot get fired.
Synthetic. They. Oh.
Synthetics are not
Can I-
people. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I connect to Ava?
No, Ava is like yes, they are androids, but the androids in Aliens are a bit different from like other fiction. Like I'm sure you've all seen it before. So they are, for all intents and purpose, an extra crew member. They are tasked with like sort of like most of the time they are tasked with like doing miscellaneous jobs. Occasionally they're like the pilots or like a science assistant, but they don't have like radios built into their head or anything. You kind of like connect into them on like wirelessly.
High tech, but not so high tech. Okay.
So they are
Yes.
interns.
Yeah, they are basically
Oh.
disposable interns that cannot get tired and does
Oh.
not need to sleep.
And do not need
Yeah.
to get paid. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
The perfect
Oh.
capitalist wet dream.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So since it just opened, that means that the
Yep.
5 life forms that we detected, right? It's life forms or people, or
Yeah, people.
Cryo, yeah.
Yeah,
it
cryo.
is.
then
And
they are all
Cryo.
in the cryo in front of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
and I will say
we-
that as the power comes on, you all begin to hear like this loud sound, and you regather that it is from the air scrubber. But it should not be making that sound. But because you asked Mother already, you know that the sound is a result of the carbon filters not being clean, and so it is making that just sound.
Fine. I'll start getting them clean.
All right, so I'm guessing
Uh,
Cham, you're gonna go inside the air scrubber.
Yep.
Okay, so Cham is gonna go. I'll get back to the three of you first. We'll just
All in a day's work.
Yep. So Cham, you head over there. You crawl into the sphincter
Yes.
and begin.
Yes.
Yeah, into the ventilation and maintenance shaft, and eventually you go. Now, as you sort of like approach here, it's basically a long like tube like room, and there's like this how do I like this like massive carbon filters that basically cleans the air of like pollutants while churning machines that electrolyzes the water and generate oxygen. So like at the base of this air scrubber shaft, you can see basically currently it is frozen. The water down there where the electrolyzer is stuck into, but you can see that it is slowly beginning to melt as the ship powers up. But the carbon filters in front of you is like just covered. Like this room is dark, but you have the headlights from your suit. Yeah, and it is extremely noisy, like just. And in front of you, you can see the carbon filters. It is covered in decades of grime and mold. And this will, just looking at this, you know that it will require one shift of work, which means like maybe between 1 to 3 hours, and a heavy machinery roll.
All right. Question.
Yes.
Can I stay here? Like, would there be any like danger if I stay here to scrub it? And
The only danger for you right now is the fact, because again, this is the air scrubber works via electrolysis, so there are electrical currents channeled through the submerged rods. So if you touch those rods, you will be electrocuted.
as long as I don't touch them, I'll be fine.
So basically, don't fail the heavy machinery roll.
Right. Perfect. I
Wow.
will
Oh,
radio
no,
back.
no pressure. No pressure there.
Yeah, no pressure. It's all in the day's work. Like,
Yep.
what could possibly go wrong?
Yep.
Right?
Let's not
say
say that.
All right.
No, let's not say
radio.
that.
Let me just pull you
gonna-
inside here.
Yep, gonna radio back. Check. It's very grimy. It's very dirty. I'm gonna need 1 to 3 hours. I'll be back.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun, dun.
I
I'm sorry.
just like go to Miller. I'm like, are we leaving him there?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be
Right.
fine.
And then like you hear from radio, if there's anything, just let me know. And if you want me to go, just tell me. I'll come back out. If not, I'll stay here and scrub it. Just continue scrubbing.
Mm.
So heavy machinery.
Yep. And this will basically be your hours of work.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Modifier 0.
Do it.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
not bad.
Oh, Oh.
I will
Oh.
say with that success, technically you can consult like the roles list in the cinematic starter kit to show what
Yep.
extra success you can do. So I'll let you go through that list to see what success you want to choose for your character.
Page.
I don't remember what page it is.
All right, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, because this is what you'll be
Control
doing
F.
anyway. Yeah, okay, so we will go back to the other three. So Cham has gone off to start cleaning the carbon filters. What are the three of you doing?
Hmm.
Do we want to use this motions tracker to see like where the presence of anyone in the
They would
right-
not register in your motion tracker
Right.
because they
So
are
they-
in.
They're not moving.
Yeah,
They're not
Yes.
definitely they are inside lah, because we know that there are 5. So this here is 3. So they are inside. So we don't need to use the motion tracker.
Mm.
Should we check each one according to person's wait.
Yeah.
Never mind, I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
trust
We can check the status of the cryo.
All right, so that will require you all to go through here.
My bad. Hoop. I'm gonna go first. Mew, mew.
Okay, roll death save. No, I'm just kidding. There's no death saves in this
Ah!
game.
Oh my god.
Franja,
No,
don't.
No stress, no stress.
Okay,
No
so
stress.
okay. Oh wait, just so you know, as you sort of like arrive at this main door over here, as sort of like
Yeah.
you split off and you make the discussion. All right, I would like to go check. You look at this main door, and you can see that there are claw marks around the edges of the doorway, as if something was trying to scratch its way in. And the door is locked on the inside, so put yourself back into the corridor.
Oh,
Yes.
So
Never
basically, I see a door that has scratch mark from
Along the
outside.
edges. Yeah, along the edges on the outside. And
Along the edges outside.
yeah, as if something is like trying to pry onto the seams of the door to try to pry it open.
Okay. Okay.
And
yeah,
and the
yes.
door is locked as you press the button on the side. It is locked, and it will require a heavy machinery roll to open.
Let's say if one person roll lah,
Mm-hmm.
and then can another person roll it as well
No.
after that?
Usually no. So what you can do is help, and each person helping gives a cumulative +1 to the person that they're helping. So let's say if like Miller you are rolling the heavy machinery, and Davis and Wilson choose to help you, you get a +2. So higher chances of succeeding.
I don't have higher. I don't have heavy machinery.
Yeah, your heavy machinery guy is currently doing very important work.
Can I observe the scratches?
Okay, so you look at the scratches, and you're not really a expert in like zoo biology or xenozoobiology or anything like that, but those scratches do not look like it can be done by anything human.
I tell the crew it's like something wants to get in. It
And
means that something is outside with us.
but the scratch marks do look very old.
Mm.
I'll say that, and because as you say that, Cham, you are not there, so the other three of you, 1 stress point.
oh.
What?
Yeah, you all would have gotten the stress point just from seeing the scratches anyway.
So I don't get the stress point.
Yeah, because you are. I'll say that you.
I am looking at dust.
Yeah, you are all in the same like sort of like closed circuit was it voice comm, but the air scrubber is so loud. It's so loud you cannot hear anything that Miller is saying to you at that moment. So you do not get the stress point.
I know what is this.
Oh,
I'm
that
thinking-
that is a computer like terminal. So like basically,
does-
there's like a simple one on the wall. You can use it to like I either control like the ventilation shaft doors and things like that. Doors. Maybe can pull up like so it's very limited compared to like the bridge computer. But it's a good place to sort of like plug in for like quick work.
Mm.
Right. So what's the plan?
That's the plan. Gonna wait for. How long does it take, Cham?
Because he decide you choose to do it in half the time it'll take, right?
Oh yeah.
So it'll take you, instead of 1 to 3 hours, it'll take you about, I will say,
Half an hour to 1.5 hours.
yeah, I'll say it'll take you like 50 minutes.
Okay.
So we have a lot of time to be doing stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pry open it with us being like helping you or anyone.
And I will say it is at this point, as you're like sort of like debating what to do, like looking at the scratches, you hear over the intercom. Just so you know, these symbols over here, the one that is like with 4 dots inside, these are intercoms. And so from the intercom, you hear Mother's voice go, "Warning, cryo chambers deactivated. Warning, cryo chambers deactivated."
What does that mean?
It means that the cryo chambers is off.
People
So
are coming out.
yeah, people are coming out, and the ship is still currently in deep freeze, but that is about to go away soon because the power is on. But there is currently no oxygen.
Oh,
Oh shit. We need to break down the door even no matter what. We can help.
Okay. Wilson phased through the door.
Oh.
Nah, just kidding. Yeah. So, which one of you would like to helm the heavy machinery role?
I will help.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay.
Have zero.
Oh. Just heavy machinery is tied to your muscle. I think that's what it's called. Instead of
Strength.
yeah, strength.
Strength.
Yes.
Strength.
So you
Strength.
will still be able to roll your strength for heavy machinery anyway.
Oh, so can I roll then?
All right. So the other two of you are helping, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
roll strength, right?
Yeah. Just click on heavy machinery. It should automatically roll it for you. It'll calculate it. Just put +2 into the modifier field.
+2.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And now make the roll. Okay.
Panic or success. Oh my god.
Okay. So there are 2 courses of actions for you right now, is to either eat the panic or you can choose to push the roll. So what does push means is that you get to roll again, but before you do the roll, you get another stress point and then you roll again. So basically you get to see, but the thing is you will keep, if I remember, you will keep this success that you already roll. So all you have to do for this new roll is to put a new stress point and roll again, and fingers crossed you don't roll another face hugger. Otherwise you will panic and you will have to make a panic roll.
So I can re-roll.
Yeah, basically to push, but you'll get 1 stress point before you roll it again.
Do I have a help modifier?
The modifier was not for this one. You will still have the modifier from the others helping you.
So +2 again.
Yes.
If I choose to roll, so I +1 stress point.
Yeah, and then roll again with the +2.
What? Why do I need to roll again? Is it not successful to open?
Now it's just to make sure that you don't, just to see if you get more successes or you panic again. Yeah.
To understand.
Now basically,
Must roll.
yeah, it's basically
Essentially high risk, high reward.
yes.
High risk, high reward.
Yep. So you get to roll your dice again and hope that you don't roll another stress. Otherwise, you will panic.
And you know what? I'm not rolling it, but I can use a success, right? So I don't need to roll.
Yeah. No,
But I need to add
yeah.
panic. as
No,
well.
I'll roll your panic first. If you actually panic, you will fail. But if you do not panic, then you will be able to continue what you're doing.
I don't understand. So what I need to roll now?
Okay.
Heavy machinery again.
Now you will be rolling panic. Wait, let me look for the list. I think
I'm confused now.
okay. So when you roll the face hugger, you have a chance of panicking. So now, in order to determine whether you actually panic or not, you will be making a panic roll, which should be on your character sheet. In the middle, do you see the word panic in the roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, just click on that.
Yeah. But what if I don't want? So I have to re-roll
Yes.
the heavy machinery.
Yes, this will be pushing your roll, which will give you another stress level, but you get another chance to roll, and fingers crossed you don't roll any panic.
Let's roll heavy machinery again.
All right.
High risk, high reward.
Okay. I was
Modifiers.
yes,
two?
yes, so too.
Push.
Yay!
Okay, thank God.
Yahoo!
Oh, just so you know, you have to add the stress level before you roll again, but I'll let
Oh,
you off
no.
this time. I'll allow you to keep the 2 successes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will say that, yep, you are able to open it fairly easily. And I'll say that for the purposes of this, because you can choose, because you have 2 successes, you can use 1 extra to do an extra thing. You can consult the heavy machinery list in the cinematic starter kit for what extra bonus you want. I think, Cham, you saw like the list, right?
38.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just choose,
38.
yeah.
38. 38. Oh. So now do I plus the stress? Can I just
yeah,
plus
yeah,
it?
just so you will have 3 stress now.
Okay, can. 36, is it 36?
Page 38.
38.
It'll be
sorry.
39 on the, the PDF thing. But the page number,
Stamina.
yeah, the page number is 38.
Page number is 38.
Heavy machinery.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so look at
Okay.
it. So you get 1 of these extra stuns.
Uns.
I do it quickly, half the time you would
I would
normally
say
take.
this will be quite fast. So it's basically a choice between 1 minute or 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. You've got this. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future. I
Alright.
use this.
All right. So from now on, whenever you personally, a miller, come across another locked door like this, you can just open it without making a roll. It'll still consume time, but you don't have to make a roll anymore.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
the door opened, and you go inside, and you see that there are 3 doors that leads into 3 different cryo chambers. And as you look inside, you can see that cryo 1 and cryo 3, all of them are open, empty. There's nothing inside. But you peek through the window into cryo 2, and you can see that 4 of these 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 of the cryo beds in cryo 2 are covered in frost, and just a little bit inside you can see that there is you can see a silhouette of shapes within the frost. And you can see some of the other hypersleep chambers inside here are open and vacant. You can see that there are 2 others that are closed, but it is no longer frosted over because as you look inside, the hypersleep chamber malfunctioned at some point, and so what's left inside is just 2 desiccated corpses and has been mummified by decades of in the dry air.
So there's no survivors inside there.
Yeah, 2 dead, 5 survivors inside this cryo. And you can it's frosted over, but the frost is beginning to dissipate.
Oh, the frost is on the cryo, right?
Yeah,
On top of the cryo, right?
of the 5 chambers that is still active and people inside, but the frost is beginning to disappear, and so the people inside, they are probably about to wake up maybe within the next 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay.
So it's best that, and I would say by this point you can see the mist that has been coiling. By this point, the darkness is already gone, but the cold air is probably a bit more manageable now. It's no longer deep freeze. So if they come up, they probably won't. They'll be cold, but won't freeze to death. So right now it's just waiting on the air scrubbers to be fixed. And on that note, we will go back to Cham, as you are currently fixing the air scrubber and scrubbing. And I will say you're doing a fairly good job at it, but unknown to you, as you are scrubbing it, you see think of it as like a more cinematic moment as a camera focus on you scrubbing. You see that some of the mold and grime along certain parts of it takes on a very different shape than what typical grime and mold would be, but it is so covered and in it that you, Cham, you do not notice this, and so you just scrub, move aside, and all of the bits and things that you scrub off eventually falls down into the shaft where the frozen ice is now water, and it's just get like electrolyzed and destroyed. But as you scrub against some of these like weird sacks, and you see like these black motes begin to come out, and is instantly pulled by the air into the ventilations. You do not notice this because you're too busy scrubbing, but we see the camera just go through, follow one of the vents. You see all of these black mold just begin to go through the vents, breaks off into different paths as it reaches like junctions, and then flies out into the corridor and disperse throughout the ship.
Yes, the black mold. Yes.
The motes, M-O-T-E-S.
Black mold. Okay.
Yep, and it just drifts out into the air, and the camera sort of like zooms out, and these motes are barely perceptible to the naked eye unless you look closely. But I'll say by this point, you have reached the end of your task. You have finished clearing the carbon filters, and as you finish as you scrub, the begin to sort of like die down until eventually once you finish, it's just a soft that you get it once you leave. You probably won't hear it out on the ship proper. You have completed your task.
I'm done.
All right. Come to the cryo place, please.
All right.
All right. So
Hello.
you rejoin, and you are sort of like you're covered in sweat inside your suit. And I'll say at this point, I would like all of you to make another air supply roll because it's been quite a while. You know, like almost 40 minutes.
Air.
Okay.
I'm getting a little bit more concerned now.
Okay. So yep, all of you who rolled the facehugger -1 air supply.
I'm getting a little concerned now.
But on the bright side, Cham has cleaned the carbon filters. Fresh oxygen is currently being pumped throughout the ship, so you can take off your suit now.
So it's not freezing anymore?
It's not freezing anymore. By now, I'll say the degree is like it's like 28 degrees right now in the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of you can take off your suit if you wish.
Right.
And
If you wish. I will not take my suit out, but I will release my airlock from my head here.
also basically you remove the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, that works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
I'm
then.
gonna do that thing where you like take off the top part and then just like tie it like at the waist.
You just so the helmet is big.
No.
It's hard, the helmet, but you know, I thought it's like the one that
You
like,
don't take it off?
it just
Yeah, it does. You can pull it out. It is not one of those high-tech ones where it just slides up, you know? You have to take the whole helmet off.
Yeah, taking the whole helmet off and then like wait, is the suit thick? I don't remember.
It is quite thick.
Oh, you're
Is it?
right.
But on the bright,
I'm gonna take it off,
Yeah.
I think.
yeah,
Thick with a double
yeah.
C.
You there are like you see over here, these are suit holders. I forgot what they're called. Shit. It's like basically a place you can Ava storage basically.
Where?
To the south you see these like
okay.
spacesuit looking symbols. Yeah, these are Ava storages.
Okay.
Y'all can head there first.
We'll go there?
Yeah, I'll say that there's like, you look inside cryo too, you can see like maybe there's a bit like maybe 5 to 10 more minutes before like the cryo sleep fully deactivates and they wake up.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yahoo!
Okay, so you
fine over
you
here.
open your way through cryo 3. This is empty. You go through the examination room and you can see that this is a mess. You look through and you do discover some stuff here.
Can I see why it's a mess?
Like it looks like someone just like scatter, like someone just
Why
put their,
did y'all go so far? Oh my goodness.
yeah, like
Yeah, I'm going to put my suit up.
yeah, like the
No, I need to see the cryo people.
okay,
Oh, it'll be in a few minutes.
yeah, it's in
so
cryo
they-
2. They are not awake yet. They're stirring but not awake. Cryo 3 is empty. None of the hypersleep chamber is slept in. And the examination room is a mess. There's like, cut tables and they're like stuff. Think of this as like sort of like instead of an actual med station, it's more of like a temporary one. You just go there for like a bandage or something. And everything is just strewn. But you do notice here, there are 2 intact med kits.
Ooh.
And just like on the table, like one is on the table towards the side, another one is on the floor and it's like kicked towards a corner. So you do note them. Are you taking it?
Yes, I am taking it.
All right, yeah, which is a good call because you have people coming out of like 80-year-long cryosleep. Medkits might be necessary. So you pick it up and then you go towards the side and you can see like these are showers and wardrobe and they are filthy. Like these showers, like they're just covered in mold and grime as you just peek into it. I'm guessing none of you are going into any of them.
Probably not.
No.
All right, so you all head to the Ava storage and open, and you can see on the left there is 1 suit inside, and on the right there are 2 suits inside. Basically, older models of the IRC Mark 50 compression suit, and there are enough space for you all to store your spacesuits here if you want.
I just saw it.
Does the suit encumbered you?
I mean, you cannot carry it around, basically.
No, as in like when you're wearing it.
It does. You get while you're wearing those suit, when you do like mobility rolls, that while not in 0 gravity, you get a -2 because it is very hard to run in it.
Okay.
So-
Just take off.
Alright, so Wilson, without any regard for like protocol, just removes and stores his space. So what about the other 3 of you?
Wait, what's happening?
People are taking off their spacesuits and storing it into the EVA storage because there's oxygen throughout. And also, you weren't here, but while you're in your spacesuit, you get a -2 to all mobility rolls while you are not in 0 gravity. So meaning it's harder for you to
Spacesuit.
while in the spacesuit and in gravity like you're in right now, you get a -2 to all mobility checks.
Okay, I'm taking it off. I said I was.
All right.
I take it off, put it up, go take a shower.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna take a shower?
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm all fucking sweaty.
But
It's
these
completely.
are the showers.
Wait, can I clean it first and then take a shower?
It's up to you. You can.
Might as well, hygiene is important.
Okay, so I'm guessing Cham is the only one that's gonna attempt to shower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna
Why
clean
am I
the
showering?
stuff, like like is there a hose?
Yeah, there is. Up on the. It's like those that you tap the wall and then.
No, like I'm planning to like when you turn on a hose, like there's this normal water pressure.
Oh yeah.
So, like you put your thumb to it.
Oh
and then,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can make it higher pressure so it becomes a temporary high pressure washer. I do that.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
think then Miller just said, Cham, do you know that there is a function for it? You can press this button. Then she slammed that button. And then it became high pressure.
All right. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I
So.
take out my suit as well and I ask while Cham is being in the shower,
Mhm.
I speak from outside. I asked him, is there any like anomalies outside while you're cleaning the carbon filters?
Like, to double check, I didn't really notice anything, right?
No, you did not notice anything.
The character, nothing much other than a bunch of dust, a bunch of mold. Yeah, it's really sticky for some reason. So mold.
I mean, it's by right it should be moldy because it's like almost 80 years missing. So yeah,
That's true. That is true.
All
And I
right.
keep time for the Cairo to open.
A very quick shower, probably done in like 3 minutes.
All right.
Time is
So
of the essence.
so the three of you go back to the cryo chamber and let's handle so the three of you move yourself back to the cryo and let's handle what Cham is doing here first. Okay, so Cham, you sort of like go inside, you take off your clothes and you begin to turn on the water and begin to scrub. You did not notice
Oh,
that on the corner of one of the shower drains that you're in as you turn on water and begin to scrape, more of the sack-like black growth that you did not notice while you were scrubbing the carbon filter. And as the water begins to drain down and it hits it, and some of the black motes some of it gets lost in the water, but it begins to drift out as you begin to like scrub and so you wash yourself at the same time and I was thinking you managed to get clean most of the shower before this happened, and so you're now like part showering. You see the motes begin to float up, and then as you're like showering, it goes towards your skin.
oh.
And then the motes twists and form like a structure, and it goes into your nose, and you just like rub your nose a bit. Like it's just a bit itchy, and I need you to make a stamina roll.
Oh,
My God.
2 successes.
Okay, let me roll something.
Like sneeze it out. Achoo.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me read something actually. Just
Ooh.
It's quite high.
I will be the first one who dies.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
I thought we established this.
all right. So yep. Your nose is just a bit itchy, and you continue to shower. And now we will go back to the others, as you're back here, and you can see by now, as you go back, I'll say Miller, as you sort of leave and you look through the window, you can see that at the same time as you look through the window, the cryo chamber the glass begin to open, and you can see the people inside begin to stir. And you can see on the other side, some of them are like coughing. And one of them is like sort of like clutching at the edge and trying to pull themselves out. I can see their body is shaking and they're like covered in like sweat and they are like not in a good shape.
Oh.
So what do you do, Miller, as you notice this?
I will examine them because I have medical background, I guess.
Okay, so you open the door and you rush in. What about the other two of you, Davis and Wilson?
I think I see what Miller is doing, and I
Wait,
Oh.
when I haven't opened, right? I haven't opened the door.
Not
right?
yet.
Okay. Can I observe a little bit more?
Okay, so you watch them like open, and you can see they are coming out. They all look very discombobulated, and you will notice one of the side effects of long-term hypersleep is amnesia and acute disorientation. So you can see that probably most, if not all of them, will probably have short-term memory loss and will be extremely disoriented. And you can see this, like all of them are like looking, their eyes are like squint, their body is shivering, and you see one of them like towards one of the pot, like this older man with like a full gray beard, and he's like clutching his head, like probably having like a really, really bad headache. But everyone, they are all dehydrated, they are shivering, most of them are just like in their underclothes, and they are disoriented, they're discombobulated, and yeah, it's a lot of sensory overload after so long asleep.
Miller, no, Davis and Wilson, can you go to the shower shower room there and take some towels and all that?
All right, boss.
Yars.
Okay, I'm not calling you boss. I'm boss. Okay.
Okay, boss, no, I'm not calling you boss.
Really in character. I like that.
All right, wait, let me just drag some of these NPCs token. Okay.
I go in and I will calmly tell them that I'm here to assist them,
Mm-hmm.
and I start to check like each of every one of them that is alive.
Okay. All right. I would say, Wilson, you don't need to go to the showers. The towels are in the examination room. They are.
Oh,
Some of them are a bit moldy, but you know, they will work. Okay. So Miller, you go as soon as you step inside, you see this guy over here sort of like turns and look at you. Who the hell are you? What happened? Oh.
Calm yourself. We're gonna get you out of this befuddled thing right now, and I'm gonna brief you on the SOS signals that this ship
What?
has been calling,
What?
signaling.
SOS, what are you talking? And then you can see like behind again the older man. Where is his token? Oh, Cooper did not show up. Is it this guy? Ah, yes, this guy. This guy over here. He is like just clutching his. Oh my god, my head, it hurts. Ugh. And then you can see one of the others. This woman over here. She looks like like she has like dark skin, cropped hair. The way she even though she's like looks extremely like tired and like worn out, the way she carries herself, you all see probably ex-military, and she instantly goes towards the side of this older man. It's like, you all right there? And it's like, no, my head. And he sort of leans against and sort of like, just give me a minute. And then this other woman, like very severe looking woman, probably in like her 50s with like cropped up blonde hair, and she's also like standing there and clutching her eyes, and then she looks at you. Who are you? Why are you here? What happened?
I'm Captain Miller, and I'm from the what do you call it?
The Montero.
Montero. Oh my god.
The captain forgot her ship.
I'm captain of the USCSS Montero, and I'm here to because I received a SOS signal from this ship. I'm here to save you guys.
And then this guy over here, like the one with like sort of like a bit of like short curly hair with like a goatee, and he's like, I'm sorry, and SOS, the Montero, what's happening? I don't understand.
Sir, your ship, the USCSS Kronos, has been missing for almost 80 years.
And then you can see like this guy over here again, like he has like this like pencil mustache, darker skin, long face, a bit sallow, short hair, and he's like, what, 80 years? What are you talking about? I don't understand what's going on. And then you can see the blonde hair woman goes, calm down, there's no use in panicking right now. And then she turns back towards you, Captain Miller, just take us through what happened.
So I briefed them.
All right, as you.
Do I need to?
I would say as you are like about to brief, and then you can see the guy that is at the corner over here is like, can we save that for later? My head is killing me. We clearly need medical attention.
Yep, I'm giving you now. My crew members will hand you some towels to keep yourself warm.
Okay, and just so you know, this type of heavy disorientation, it will require a medical aid roll for them to help them.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, a med kit gives you like, I don't remember if it gives you an auto success or it just makes you instantly like gives you a bonus. Let me look it up. Oh god, where are there it is. You found personal med kit. Okay,
Medical aid +2.
Okay, yeah.
Medical aid.
Okay, so basically, if you want to help these people, you need to make medical aids for them to begin to recover from the side effects of long-term hypersleep. But if you use the med kit, you get a +2 to it. So it's up. You have 2 med kits with you right now, so it's up to you.
They are consumables, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Should I use? I have.
I guess I'm probably done with the shower now.
Okay, yeah. You sort of like come out, wipe yourself, dress in your shirt. You come out, just wiping your head, like, so what did I miss or something?
And then like I have a wet towel along like my shoulders, like just finish work, take a shower, those like
Yeah.
people who, like with the towel. Oh, hello.
I
Rest
will.
awake.
I will not use the medic aid for now.
Okay. So who?
Man,
So,
that was really neat cleaning.
Well,
all right. So the four of you are together. So who?
do you want to assist anyone? Can it be assist?
Yeah. You
like,
you can assist, or
improvise?
each of you can take one person.
I think I'll take one person.
Okay.
I try to help the person.
Okay.
Try.
So all of you pick
to
the person
heal.
that you all want to heal. Just put your token next to them.
Uh, eh.
Actually, you know what? Let me just select all of you and make you all a bit. Oh my god, I can't do it. Just put yourself next to the person you want to heal first.
Actually, you guys don't need to heal the military one. She looks fine in a way.
Yeah, I would say that Davis, as you go towards the woman, she was like, "No, just take care of the others first. I'll be
okay.
fine." Okay, so you go to the severe-looking blonde woman, her icy, cold eyes just looking at you as you approach. As she's just like, you can see her brows are furrowed, like clearly suffering from a headache. And so,
Let's roll.
look a bit young, don't you? She says to you, Davis, as you begin to. And I would like all of you to make a medical aid roll.
Oh, no.
Well, we're here to help you. So.
What is
Oh.
the yellow thing already?
The stress die.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, so for now, Wilson, before we get to you, you can look at the medical aid skill in the somatic to see what you want to do with your extra success.
Okay.
And so we will go. Let's start with Davis. Or so you are trying to help her. You are a pilot. You there are like some stuff you're like sort of like you don't really know what you're doing. You're like putting your hand on her forehead, like checking temperature and pulse. And she's like, "Are you even a qualified medical officer?"
I know some med a little bit.
Get away from me. I'll be fine. And she puts you aside and puts her hand against the locker and like, just let me catch my breath.
Oh.
And Cham,
Well, if you need help, I'm here.
yeah, and Cham, you try to help this sort of like squirrely guy with the pencil mustache, and he's like, and you try to help, and again, you don't really know what you know how to fix engines, and you're like, a person is technically organic engine, right? Turns out, no. That is not how it works. So you try to do it, and then the person is like, ow. It's like, are you quite sure? You know what? I think I am better off doing it myself. I am an assistant medical officer. Yeah, it's...
Alright, why didn't you say so in the first place? Jesus.
I just came out from a long-term hypersleep. If your captain is to be believed, so just give me a moment. All right? No, I'm sorry. I didn't. What's your name?
Cham.
Hello, Cham. I am Flynn. Pleasure to meet you. I wish it was
Hello.
under better circumstances.
Yeah, like looks around. Yeah, same.
And with that, we will go to Wilson. So, what are you picking for your extra stunt?
I never found it.
Oh, is it not there? It should.
Where is it?
It should be from page.
I don't think it has like a. Wait.
Is it no stun?
It's page 45.
Yes.
45.
Yeah, I just found it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
Oh, the extra sixes is just to recover health. So we'll just say that for this purpose, because they are not damaged, it just means that you are able to heal. Somehow, the company agent is the most proficient in healing the people.
You heal them faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Healing hand.
Okay, not healing. You basically like, grab like there are like some in the locker you got like some water like a packet of like hydration, which is something that people drink in order to quickly hydrate themselves. You give this man some, just from the way he carries them, he seems like sort of like the quote unquote leader of this group, and so you sort of help him. He's like, oh, thank you, I'm feeling much better now.
You're welcome.
And now we will go to Miller as you're like beginning to help this person. He's like, "Ugh." And you're like just trying to figure out, can you do something about this headache, please? And you can see his body, he's sort of like trembling a bit. And he opens his eyes, he looks at you, and Miller, how are you attempting to help him?
I'll ask him to calm down and I'll check his pulses and everything.
Or just make it quick. As you begin to like test, and as you're like the way he's reacting, the more you start evaluating, the more his migraines doesn't seem like migraines. Doesn't feel like it is the after effects of a hyper sleep. And so as you're like checking, you can see he's like beginning to say, so are you done now? And you can see like he begins to slur, and you can see like a bit of like drool comes out of his mouth. And you can see like this woman over here is like walking up. I'm Dr. Cooper. Are you alright? Yeah, of course I'm. My God, it hurts. And he leans back and his head slams against the wall at the back. And Miller, it sort of like catches the attention of all of you. As all of you turn, you can see that there are blood coming out from his nose and ears. And you can see his eyes open and they are bloodshot. And you can see like his eyes are like sort of beginning to like roll up into his lids. And then as he's like leaning there, and Miller, you're sort of like in front of him as you're checking, his body begins to convulse, and his body jerks and hits against the wall again. And this woman over here instantly comes forward and tried to grab onto him. And Miller, are you helping?
I am helping.
All right. So you lean forward and grab onto him and hold him down, and the woman says, Dr. Cooper, calm down, please. And he begins to scream, and all of you are looking at this now. Wilson, Cham, and Davis, how are you reacting to this?
Like, oh shit. Is anyone other than Dr. Cooper showing signs like this?
You can see the other three. This man over here, and this squirrely guy. They're both just looking, eyes wide in like fear and also confusion. This woman, she's also looking, her eyes are wide, her brows are furrowed, but her expression is a bit more stoic and you cannot really read her expression. But the three of them are just like looking and seem to be on guard and on edge and at guard basically. And just watching it unfold as the woman and Miller is like holding onto it as he begins to confront. And so what are the three of you doing?
Does it look like the two of them might need some help?
Like you can see like they are struggling a bit. Like the way he's convulsing is almost like his body is jerking, and you get it probably will be good to have a bit more hand to help.
Yeah,
I
so
will
then
go
I
there and
think I'm
help
gonna.
him.
Okay, so
Ooh.
so Cham and Davis are also going to. Oh, I moved the wrong person. Oh.
Gonna pin them down.
Okay, so Wilson, I'm guessing you're just staying behind.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just like watching. And I will say, as you're standing there looking at this, you look at this blonde woman, the way she holds herself, it kind of reminds you of some of your co-workers back at the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is the vibe you get. And so the others are like just watching in front. And the four of you instantly reach out
The
and
whole body weight.
yeah, and just like shoving him, and eventually like he stumbles and falls onto the slide along the wall and back onto the ground, and you all continue to push, and he continues to and begins to struggle and begin to flail around, and you all just grab one of his knuckles, clocks you in the jaw a bit, Cham, and you stumble, but then you're a pretty strong fella. You grab onto his arm and push him back down, and then you hear this final and you can see one of his eyeballs just flies out from his socket and flings across the room, and it strikes you, Wilson, in the face. You can feel like this slime hits you, and all of you watch as how does Wilson react to this? Actually, no, don't tell me how you react, because I would like all of you to make a panic roll. Click on the panic button.
Panic roll.
Where's
Panic roll.
the panic button
Where
again?
is-
Look at the middle button.
Found it. Panic. 5.
Oh,
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, wait. Let me find the panic chart. Where is it? Where is panic chart?
Panic chart. You're panicking.
Yep, I am
Next
panicking
time.
looking for the panic chart. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so what did you all roll? Okay.
11.
5.
5.
7.
Okay, so
11.
those of you who roll 5, so basically Davis and Cham, both of you managed to keep your nerve in check just
Oh my
barely.
goodness.
Okay, so for starters, I would like all of you to get another stress point because you make a panic roll. And
Okay.
Wilson, you feel the eyeball smack onto your face and can feel like a bit of blood and the vitreous humor from the eyeballs begin to dribble along your face, and a bit of it reaches the corner of your mouth and you taste like the sourness of it.
Oh my god.
And you receive the panic effect nervous twitch. So your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PC within short range, which is everyone, increase by 1. So you increase by
Oh my God.
yes.
I also won.
Yes, you also increase. And Miller, with your 11, you gain the panic effect seek cover. So as you watch his eye explode in the shower of gore, your eyes just widen, your heart leaps into your throat, and you feel this overwhelming urge to run away from the danger and find a safe spot to hide. So your stress level decreased by 1. So Miller, you can remove 1 stress point.
Okay.
But everyone else, your stress point increased by 1.
Can I do something?
Yes.
Can I do a command?
No, you are panicking. You cannot do anything other than look for a place to hide.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what you do. You don't have to do it now because everything is happening within a split second. But your next roll action must be to hide. And so you watch as his eyeballs fly out, and there's like basically a hole and blood is dripping, and he screams, "Ah!" And before you can even be able to process what you are seeing, you see a slender, gore-covered arm push its way out of his empty eye socket, reach out and grab onto his distended mouth. And this spindly white fingers covered in blood begin to yank his teeth back. And you can see he begins to gag and his head begins to like lift up. And then you can see that his head, this guy, Dr. Cooper, he's not in his own head anymore. Something else is, and it wants out. And you can see flesh begins to tear and tendons snap as this thing begins to rip his face open at the jawline and splintering his skull. And then you hear this final and this splatter of blood and shards of skull and chunks of brain just erupt and splatter everywhere. And his neck begins to gush out like this blood that pours on the floor as you see something fall onto the floor. This bundle of red stuff that begins to move around. And you hear from the back, this guy, the one with the pencil mustache, he's looking at it, he goes, kill it now. And you see this translucent white thing on the floor begin to slew, and you realize what seems to be a bundle is actually something within a placenta, and it just slews it off, and it begins to struggle to stand on all four on these spindly arms, fawn-like legs. And let's see if I can let me drag a token of this thing out
Boy.
as this thing begins.
Damn.
What?
Okay, wait, this picture is a bit too small. Let me,
Yeah.
because
It
that,
needs to be a bit.
yeah, that's the token. So let me drag, oh god, where are my pictures? Hello? No, it's gone! My picture's gone! Potong Steam! Where is it?
Panic.
Ah,
Panic. Stress level +1.
lol. Okay, wait, let Let me just search it up and link it to you. Oh my god, excuse me. I do not. Things are going a bit wrong because of this. Everything is not where it's
Alright.
supposed to be. Okay, where is it? Oh, I used the wrong name for it, did I? Aha, there it is. Okay. Haha. I have the link now. I will post it on Discord. There you go. This thing plops out from his
Wow.
head.
Oh my god.
Yep. As it just falls onto the ground, and it looks like you can see from the bulbous face, you can hear a sound as it begins to stand up onto its wobbly legs. And I would like all of you to roll initiative. Wait, let me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
Initiative.
Okay. Wait.
how? Why?
Let me.
Initiative dice or initiative card?
Technically, card is what you're supposed to do, but cards doesn't really let you roll tiebreakers. So, where is? I hate this new interface. I don't know where the turn order is.
Left side, it's one of the few icons.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hovering over it. They changed the icon as well. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. So click on your token and then roll initiative dice.
How to roll?
Yeah.
Where to roll?
On your
Dice?
you should see initiative card or initiative dice.
It's two thingies next to your panic.
Oh, okay. Dice, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Make sure to click on your token beforehand.
Yeah, click already. 快点, let's go.
Oh my god, I forgot that the Alien RPG. Oh no, wait, I pressed the wrong button. There it is.
Okay, you alright?
Wait, why did my neomorphic bloodburster not go into the initiative? Oh,
See yours.
oh,
Oh, wait, no, I see yours. Okay.
oh wait.
Yeah.
This one
It's
isn't on the
Wilson's.
screen.
Oh, I never.
Bug, did you click the token?
No.
Yeah, you need to click your token and then roll. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yay. Again.
Okay, let me roll for the. Okay, so I roll 11 and 3 for the neomorphic body bloodburster. Okay, just so you know, xenomorph take 2 turns.
What?
Because they are fast.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let me just put them all in descending order. Okay, wait. Oh my god, it just puts it at, so it's 11 and 3. So, oh wait, the bloodburster gets to act first. Well, you don't know that it's a bloodburster, but yeah. So you see this thing as it falls out onto the body, and it begins to like stand up onto its legs, and it's like just wobbling onto it. Let's see what it does, because I do not choose what it does. I roll a dice and then determines, and then we will find out what it does on its action. But first, let me look at something. Rules of pages. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so alright, so this first round, this creature sort of like gets up onto its skinny, spindly fawn-like legs, and it's like wobbling, and it's making that sound. Blood and sort of like all the other like placenta and brain matter is like still drooping off of his body, and it's like it looks a bit discombobulated right now, as it has just been born from the head of the former Dr. Cooper, who is now headless and dead. So the neomorphic body bloodburster is right there, and so top of the round is Davis. What do you do?
Oh god. Wait, I don't have a. What can I do actually?
Yeah, tell me, what do you do?
Oh god. I don't have a weapon.
Yep, but
I thought you have, or you don't want to have. Okay.
yeah, you.
No, I don't have. Wait,
Yeah,
I
she
don't
has the
have-
scanner.
Yeah, you have the scanner.
Yeah, I only have the motion tracker.
I wanted to give you, you say you don't want.
I mean,
Yeah, I still don't want.
I mean, to be fair, you all weren't expecting this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
I mean, let's go.
I think that I am gonna try and get all. I think I'm gonna try and get like these people. I'm gonna like tell all these people to like get outside, like go out of the cryo chamber.
Oh. All right, this
Like I'm trying to make a.
this would be a manipulate roll then.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get them out of the cryo chamber.
All right, what are you saying?
Oh. You gotta get out now. Then we'll close the door behind it, and then we'll see what what it happens. But just now, you gotta go.
All right, now roll your manipulate. Okay, with one success, you can see like the others, like with the exception of the soldier woman, the other guys, the one with the full goatee and the one with the pencil mustache, they look like almost catatonic at what has happened, just eyes wide. As you say that, they sort of like snap out of it and like, oh, all right, and then they begin to like head towards in your direction. This woman on the other hand, the severe-looking blonde woman, she is staring with wide eyes at what has happened, and you can see that there is a bit of like shock, but there is like no horror, considering she just watched one of presumably one of her colleagues' head just explode and an alien creature come out of it. She looks surprisingly calm. And so that is your action. Next up is, I think that is Wilson. What are you doing?
I just get out from the room.
Okay, so you are gonna make a run for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so move yourself to where you want to run to. You can move up to like, I'll say this is the furthest you can go, like up to like one zone. So you're like, you just shove Davis aside as you just book it out of the room.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go.
Truly the sleazy company agent move. I love it. All right.
Very in character.
Yeah. Next up, Cham. You are covered in blood and brain matter, and Cooper's corpse is like just at your feet. You are on the ground, so you get the full brunt, and the creature is right in front of you and is standing like on its legs, shivering, and looks to be gathering itself. What do you do?
I pull out my incinerator unit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I pointed at it. I pulled the trigger.
All right, roll your incinerator. This one is not an attack roll. I think you just roll like the incinerator value, if I remember correctly.
It's fire intensity 9.
Okay, so that means you roll 9d6, which I think you should be able to include into your dice, right?
I mean this.
Yeah. Wait. Let me.
Slash arrow 96.
No.
I think you can roll on top there. You see on top of the panic there, you can. Oh, this one also can.
Because it's 9, not 3
Yeah.
d6. I need to roll 9. So there we go. 9d6. I got a 30.
Okay. It's not the
Oh.
number. It's the number of sixes you get.
I think custom roll. Oh no, cannot.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Well, let me. There is a specific way to do this. Let me look up the incinerator unit in the.
Oh,
I
sorry.
need this button. Is
Base.
it this button? Ah,
Where is that button?
this button. Did I do it right?
What?
It looks right.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So let me just fire intensity. Yeah. Basically, you splash. Okay. So you rolled that. But sadly, you rolled the panic.
Can I?
Do you want to push?
Yes.
Okay. So add a stress point and then reroll.
Okay.
As you see the thing, you pull up your incinerator.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Modifier 0. That's a 1.
Okay. So you and you blast at the creature that came out from Dr. Cooper's head, and you bathe it in fire and burn onto it. And I'm gonna. Oh, it has no armor against fire because they're scared of it, and you deal 2 damage to it, I think.
Yes. Burn it.
All right, and okay, wait, let me do this. Okay. Boop. Okay, that should be. All right, yeah. Actually, with the push of your roll, you let loose the fire, and you burn it, and its body begins to and it begins to convulse and twist, and then its body, its white spindly body begins to char up, and it begins to coil, and then it stumbles into the corner, and it sizzles, the fire dies away, and it is dead.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It is you just killed a baby.
Nice.
And as that happens, so all of you are like, just sort of like taking a moment. You burn it. You're just like looking at it. Your hand is a bit shaking, like wondering what the hell is going on. And Miller, it is your turn. Which in this turn you have to go and cower basically and hide somewhere. But since the source of the fear is dead, I'll say that you just ended up standing where you are and just staring. How are you reacting to this turn of event right now?
Me?
Yes.
Is anyone still panicking? Am I panicking?
Your panic is supposed to make you run and hide, but since the thing that is threatening you and the gore is, and the thing that, killed Dr. Cooper is dead, you don't have to go hide, but you are still a bit, your heart is still racing, your eyes is wide, and you're like just staring.
Okay. So I asked Sarah to calm down, and then I asked, do anyone know what the fuck is this?
You turn and you can see as your eyes goes to this guy with the goatee, and it's like, and he looks at you with eyes wide. He's like, what the hell? Oh, that's not possible. It should have. And as he's like muttering, Davis, you begin to hear a sound, and you look down. Your motion tracker is picking up movement, not from the room you're in or where Wilson is.
Which direction is it?
You look at it. You look down at it. You're like aiming around. As it is happening, you can see the guy with the pencil mustache turns towards you. His name is Flynn, as Cham learns. He turns to you.
Yes,
Whoa!
Flynn.
What was that? What are you reading?
There seems to be movement somewhere, but where is it?
And then you turn around and look around, and you see that it is coming from somewhere here. And Wilson, you run your way out of the room and come out over here. Do you stop here actually after you leave?
Maybe I run toward here.
Oh, you to the computer terminal.
Yeah, that one can contact with mother, right?
Yes, theoretically.
Yeah, that's why. This is my original intention.
Okay. All right. So you pull yourself to the computer terminal, and also kudos for taking the L, because even knowing the thing is there.
I don't know, right?
Yeah, your character.
I know.
Yeah, the player know, but you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Okay. So yeah, just move yourself to the computer terminal, and you are trying to access mother, right?
Yeah.
So make a contact roll. As you're like fingers,
Mama.
you're like, just kill the man.
Success.
Nice.
Okay. So
Ooh, success.
what are you attempting to learn from mother right now?
Oh, I was forgot. I try to check what is that thing just now I saw. Check if a mother know anything.
Okay. Give me a moment. Let me just look at some stuff over here. Comtech. Okay, so because you roll an extra 1 on the Comtech, you can go look at the stunt list in page 43 of the cinematic kit and see what extra 1 do you want to get.
You may get unexpected information.
Okay, so you are picking that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you fingers trembling, you go and type and trying to find out what the hell is going on. You are able to pull up some classified data using your company bypass, and you found something referring to or rather you found like some documents and expedition notes referring to something called chemical agent AO-3959X.91-15. Okay, wait, let me just copy that for you because I realized that is a string of numbers
That
and
is a really, really long amount.
okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I just posted it.
okay.
And
Sorry.
and then you look through. You see, you're like just browsing. You realize you found out that the Cronus was sent to the 26 Draconis system to LV-113 to investigate something. They sent your science module down with your science team. They discover a sort of chemical, alien chemical within it called that name, the chemical agent, or as what the crew dubs it, the black goo. And then you are looking through it, and you discover that they refer to it as black goo is like the unofficial name, but they officially call it the 26 Draconis strain. And what the 26 Draconis strain refers to is what they refer to the black goo after they modified and experimented on it.
Oh.
But then something happened and members of the crew began getting infected. And this is what you are able to gather as, unbeknownst to you, behind you, the sphincter airlock. And something begins to crawl out of it. This white shape. And you know what? Let me see if I can grab a picture of this, which I no longer have because my folder is betraying me. Aha, there it is. Ooh, this is such a nice picture that I just found. Ooh, why is it so small, please? All right, there you go. I just put up the picture on Discord.
Damn, bro.
Oh my god.
As that thing climbs up, and you see like this lanky, emaciated creature with pale white skin, very skinny. You can see like the rib cage, a bulbous head, and the back of it is long and ends like almost like this point. And it sort of like stands up. You can see the way it climbs out on all fours silently, and it lifts up and stands behind you. And you hear, and Wilson, you hear stuff from behind you. What do you do?
I already found out he's behind me.
Yeah, you hear the soft.
Okay, I look behind.
You turn around and you see smooth white face just looking down at you. And for the purposes of this, okay, wait, let me roll something first. Okay, what did I roll? Oof. Oh god. All right. So you're like looking at him, and what is going through your head right now?
Run.
All right. So your instinct is to just immediately run, right?
Yeah.
First, I would like you to take one extra stress point first from seeing this creepy ass
Okay.
monstrosity in front of you.
Okay.
And you take 4 damage.
Oh.
Oh,
Then
How
I
does damage work again?
Wait, how much health do you have?
who?
So that means that you are broken. I need you to make a critical injury roll. So do you see like the crit injury button on the bottom? Is either on the bottom or the top of your screen? you should see like a row of buttons like crit injuries, sin crit
Oh, yeah.
injuries. Z.
If you click on your character, on the top left-hand side, it will show up.
Yes. Yeah, click on your token. Yeah, do you see it?
Never saw. Where?
Click on your token first.
My token. Okay.
Yes. Do you see the?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I saw.
Yeah, click on crit injuries. Let's see what happens to you.
Knockout teeth.
Wow, okay. Not bad. Okay, so this creature, as you're like looking at it, you're like, and then you turn and immediately, like I'm guessing, like run this direction. And as you do, the creature turns, and you can see like this front part of his face that is like previously smooth. You see a central part of it just part open, like a sphincter, and you can see within a set of mouth comes out. You know, have you all ever seen what a goblin shark looks like? You know, where they can shoot like the front part of their skull out so that they have extra reach with their bite.
Ooh.
So that is what
that I do not know.
Yeah, look up a picture of a goblin shark. It's freaky as fuck. That is what this creature does as it opens and its mouth comes out and it gets into like a predatory stance and it swings and you can see its long tail that's ribbed that ends in a sharp barb. It whips out and stabs you right across the stomach, right into your back, and it emerge out from your the tip of your stomach just above your belly button. And then as it rips out your entire body falls forward. As it does, your face slams onto the ground and a couple of your teeth get knocked out and stars burst before your eyes. And you sort of and you're lying there, and all of you hear this. You hear like coming out from outside, and you can see this guy with the goatee goes, "What the hell was that?" What do the rest of you do? Actually, what does Davis do? You are top of the round.
Oh, I know where the motion is, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I don't know where Wilson has run off to.
I mean, you do
I
see
just
him
know
run
that-
out.
Yeah, I do see him run
Don't you
out, but I just don't know
Wilson
where.
ran off to because of your motion.
Yeah,
tracking?
you do see him in the motion tracker.
Oh, okay, I do see him in the motion tracker. Oh God, what am I doing? Does Miller look like I can like ask what
yeah,
to do?
yeah. All right, Miller. What do you say as Davis looks to you for guidance?
Because
How
I'm
many-
like I'm just like Wilson's in that. Well, I think Wilson's there.
You think Wilson is there and there's another entity that is
Yeah,
there? They show it.
yeah, yeah.
Just run out. Are we gonna run out? Wait. Shem, can you go out and see?
Yes.
Shem and Sham and no, Shem,
Shem and Davis.
Davis. Go out and I'll settle this thing here. And I straightaway grab Flint by the collar and ask him, what the hell is going on?
All right, and before we get to that info dump, Davis and Chan, both of you can move out.
Okay.
Moving.
Whee!
Oh
I
my
bring the
God, What is
flamethrower.
happening? Oh my God!
All right, and
Another
as you
one?
all come out, you see this large. For Chan, because you got a good look at the creature, this looks like a much larger version of the creature that you incinerated. And as the two of you comes out, you see that it was looming over Wilson's bleeding body. And as you come up, it turns towards you, and his mouth comes out again. And the two of you get another stress point and make another panic roll.
Okay, stress point and panic.
Stress,
Okay.
panic.
Stress before panic, right? Oh,
Yeah, stress first, then panic.
okay.
All right. So 7 and 8. So
Shivering me timbers.
okay, so Davis, you get nervous twitch, which is the same thing that Wilson got. So your stress level and Cham's stress level increased by 1.
Okay.
Man, we are racking it up, aren't we? And Cham,
Wait, what?
Yeah, so Davis and Cham, both of your stress level go up by another point as Davis starts like
Okay.
getting like a nervous twitch.
Yep.
And Cham, you start to tremble uncontrollably as you're like look at the creature and you get like your entire body begins to shake and you're like, what the fuck is that? And all of your skill rolls that uses agility from now on will be with a -2.
Ooh.
Yeah, for agility based rolls.
So it's a range combat, mobility, and piloting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so yeah, you all go forward, turn and see this creature is looking at you and hisses at you. What do you do?
Still me?
Yes, you.
Oh, still me. Okay, well, mm, it would be stupid for me to run in because I don't have a weapon. I can't
Oh
really
yeah,
You
shit!
want
I
one?
just
here.
I just sent you out without a weapon. Oh my
It's
god!
okay.
I just
You just
realized.
sent me
What
out.
a great
I went.
captain.
I just went. That speaks a lot about me. Well, um,
Is there like any loose furniture or anything?
No, there is
You
not.
can
Chuck shit
you,
at them.
you can always run back and call me.
Yeah. I mean, Davis, you can shout for help.
Yeah.
oh, I think I'm just, yeah, I think I'm gonna yell, and I think I'm gonna yell that, there's a huge thing outside here. Oh, and Wilson's hurt.
All right. That is
Yeah,
what you shout.
I'm just,
We're
And
Really?
concerned about the huge thing, not about
Yeah.
the Wilson third part.
But then the thing is,
hey, I'm
the
saying
thing
that this is a threat. I'm trying to convey that this is a dangerous threat that can get someone like
Nick,
hurt.
all right.
why is the turn order back to Wilson?
Oh yeah, because
Oh, yeah,
he is broken. He is not dead yet. So Wilson, as you are lying there bleeding, stars dancing before your eyes, couple of your teeth knocked out from your face. You see your two of your well, not say friends, acquaintance step out into the corridor, and you see them through blurry eyes, and you can feel the presence of the creature behind you just looming over you. What do you do? You cannot run, but you can crawl.
I chose not to crawl.
So you're trying to play dead, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Make a manipulation roll. You don't have to get a -2 for this because you're not like talking or relying on charm. You're just trying to see how good you are at playing dead. So just roll a normal manipulate.
You don't sneeze, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you sneeze.
Okay. Do you want to push the roll?
Only need to push one time, right? Not
Yes.
push
Yeah,
two
You can only
and
push
push one.
once.
once.
You're in a precarious position, my friend.
Let's push it.
Okay. Add one stress
Ooh.
point and then reroll.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, three.
3 success negated by the panic. So roll panic,
Oh,
Wilson.
Poppy.
so there's a total of 4 successes and 3 failures, is it?
Yeah, but so long as there's one panic, it cancels the roll. Depending on your panic roll. So yeah, Wilson, roll a panic roll.
Oh my.
Oh shit! That's
Oh
Okay.
my.
So this is seek
God.
cover. So you're like trying to play dead, but then you can feel the presence of this creature behind you as it's like loom, and then you feel one of its like it gets down on all fours as it like hisses at Cham and Davis, and you can feel its body sort of like brush against you a bit, and you panic and you begin to crawl away from it. Like just begin to try to crawl away, leaving a trail of blood and you're like kicking. And I'm gonna roll for the creature to see what it does. Oh. Okay. So, Wilson, As you
Okay.
attempt to crawl away from this creature, it notices you, and it leans forward and grabs onto your shoulder and pull you back. And as it does, it sort of like flips you back onto your back, and its face is right in front of you. And again, its mouth open, and its goblin shark-like teeth just leaps out and it sinks into your throat, bites into it, and rips out, and blood sprays all over, and your body begins to convulse. And as your vision begins to fade, what is your last thoughts?
Last thought.
Yes.
I don't know.
All right, so we can just say that in your panic, your mind just blanks from the pain,
Yeah.
and you begin to fade away. And Cham and Davis, I need you to make another panic roll
Oh,
because you saw your
no.
friend just get his throat ripped open.
Oh no!
Goodness gracious.
Okay, so Davis, you roll a 10, right?
Yeah.
You freeze.
I
You
freeze.
stare at what's happening, and your entire body just locks up, and your stress level and Cham's stress level increase by 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And Cham, what did you roll? 12, is it?
Yes.
You scream.
Oh no. The decrease. Only I increased by 1. For the 11, right, or 10?
No, Davis rolled 10, and
Okay. Never
and
mind.
Davis's one basically means that you also get an extra stress point, but it doesn't add to your panic roll.
Yep.
So
I-
with your 12, you open your mouth and you start screaming. You're like, you can. I would say that as the arterial spray come out, the blood catches you in the face a bit, and you're like, looking.
What
at,
the fuck?
yeah, and you start screaming. Yep. And for this, Miller, you increase your stress point by 1.
Because I hear the scream.
Yes. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, wait, no. Wait, first, Cham.
Every friendly character who hears
Yeah,
your
so
scream must make a panic roll.
Yep. So, first, Cham, you reduce your stress level by 1 because you're screaming.
Mhm.
And Miller and Davis, both of you, I need you to make panic roll.
I hide again. Oh my god. I
Wow.
scream.
Oh, we don't know what this one is.
Okay. All
I
right.
scream.
Okay. So Miller, as you hear the scream, you sort of like panic, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And I start screaming. Wow.
No, it doesn't have to be like a full.
It helps so much.
Yeah, no,
And then-
no, it doesn't.
Screaming
Yeah, it
by
doesn't have to be like a scream. It can be just shouting. You know, like what the fuck is happening? That kind of stuff. You know, because you're like grabbing onto like Flynn, right? Was it you say? So I'll say that when you hear the scream, you panic and you go back to it like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? That kind of thing towards him as you scream. And so your stress level decreased by 1, Miller. And Davis, you just can't take it anymore. You flee.
Oh, I just straight up run.
Yes.
I froze and then I ran.
Yep, you turn around and run. Which direction are you running?
I don't know. I think I'm running like into
Away, probably.
like somewhere around here ish.
Okay, so you begin to run away.
Okay. So here's a quick question.
Yes?
Right? Does it chain?
Yes, stress, panic can chain.
No. Okay.
No, as
so
in like, it's the higher level one will replace the lower level one.
No. By that I mean, since Miller screamed, do I need to make a panic roll again?
Oh, no, this one.
Since she ran, do I need to make a panic roll again?
Wait, does Flea say that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Every friendly character who sees you run will take a
Okay, Chad, you make a panic roll. We are in a panic spiral right now. Holy shit.
Okay, panic roll.
Oh my god.
30, let's
You
go.
also begin to run, Chad.
Oh my god.
Which direction do you run?
I run.
Run
I
towards
run
me.
that
Oh my
way.
goodness.
Run towards you. Are you okay? I run and then I reach here and then you see me
Like
running and then you need to run. You need to make a
No,
panic
you-
roll.
No, don't worry, this is the end of the run, so it's fine.
No.
Am I still panicking? Am I?
Yes, you are. You are still screaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, you do have to make a panic roll because he did
Yeah.
run towards you.
Why?
Because
I
Every
already-
friendly character who sees you run must make an immediate panic roll, so you need to make a
oh,
panic
thank God you roll a 7 because that means you just get nervous twitch. So you and Cam's stress level just increased by 1.
I cannot increase any more stress level.
You're at full.
Almost already.
Okay. Okay, but thankfully you're able to counter, and as you try to enter the room, you're like, what the fuck is going on, right? And then you hear this blonde, severe looking woman who somehow seems very well put together. She goes, close the door now. She turns towards you, Miller. Shut it before it gets here. And as she shouts at Miller, you hear outside. No, not that one. This one you pry open, so it is jammed. So
No, remember I
oh yes. Yeah. You figure out how to open it quickly.
I
Oh,
close it
comes in
properly.
handy. If
All right.
You
So you run out and you see this creature running, this lean white creature, and you instantly hit the door, and it shut. And then you hear as soon as it shuts, you hear a boom, and you hear like scratch, and it begins to hit against the wall, and you're just leaning over there, you're just panicking. Your hand is shaking, and you hear the creature, and it's like running around, hit against the wall, and then and his voice fades away, and you wait for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Nothing. Whatever it was that attacked you, that tried to get through the door, it is gone. And you are now left with the reality that aliens exist and they are vicious, and that one of your crew member is dead. And with that, we are going to end Act 1 of Alien Chariot of the Gods.
Yes.
Nice. Oh.
Good night, guys.
Oh.
All right, so
I will chat with you guys on chat tomorrow. I need to work tomorrow. So
all right. Yeah, no, I also need to work on. But yes, thank you all for playing. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye bye.